anybody that was the epitome of aggression was finding a point where they were falling. Look at Suge Knight. It hit, right? Mm-hmm. He hit that ceiling. It was like somebody knocked his ass out, and then he wasn't viewed as to the world as that tough guy anymore. Right. But keep in mind, he built an entire empire off of that image.
Right.
Right. The other dude, 40 Glock. There's so many instances of guys that were building careers, successful careers, off just being like super aggressive and animalistic and just And then what you realize is like, there's always a ceiling to that shit.
Yeah, I'm about to say, there's only one result.
There's always somebody that's gonna come and check your ass or hit you when you're not looking.
Yes.
And now you're gonna falter to that. And now guess what? Everything that you built is gonna crumble now because you built everything off of that intimidation factor.
Right.
It's hot for trapper turn smack rapper. Only smack rapper that you know is smack rappers. Got bars I can hang with the backpackers. Trap star, I don't hang with the backpackers. I'm in the hood with the work you heard. Making fiends leave earth you heard. Got your baby mama thirst you heard. Feel the flow, nigga, throw it in reverse. This the wave you need to surf you heard. Told Jim I need a bomb I could drop on you niggas. Bad boy, I'm never gonna stop for you niggas. I don't give a fuck who you got is the illest. I solidify my spot with gorillas. Now I'm rock with you niggas.
I got a new package. King's Elixir, King Seduction. Go get these. I love the smell. My girl loves the smell. Every other woman that comes around loves the smell. Sometimes I get in trouble for it. But this is what you need. King's Elixir, kingshavenproducts.com. Go pick this up. Promo code Hoffa Gang. And now they got the beard balm. This is the good stuff. There's one other beard in here. I'm gonna pass it to him. Bang, bang. Check it out. What you think, Drew?
It's a great catch.
Good stuff. Good stuff. King Shaving. Shout out to King Shaving. I also want to shout out, I got a couple packages from some special people. Shout out to my life coach, Sean Noel. She's sending these out. 30 Days to a New You. It's a journal. It's a 30-day journal. There's a lot of exercises and mental stuff in this that's gonna make your life better. It comes in this, and then you get the book.
Whoa.
Wow. Look at that.
Shout out to look like something.
Look like something, yeah.
Your Healthy Reality.
Gold,
go check her out. Great woman. She helped me a lot. She can help you a lot. We back. My expert opinion, episode 79. 79 Heavenly Time. Woo! I predicted it. I predicted this shit. Yo, we got my man Sean Bigger in the building. Drew, pardon me, bro, I don't know your name. D-Boy, Bert, Mike. 5 mics. You might recognize 5 mics from being viral on social media.
I appreciate that.
Grand Hustle. He's a great artist. He got a single out right now with Jim Jones.
Kings in New York.
And I got my man that I've known for like 15,
the legend.
16, 17, 18, 19. For a minute. We know each other for a minute. You know what I mean?
Long time.
Let's see. Inside the industry, has been part of Rock La Familia for a very long time. The whole Rock Nation family, loving hip hop. You probably recognize him the most from that. But
I also produced a couple records here and there,
Yeah, he does a lot of things behind the scenes.
Yeah.
We got my man Cisco in the building.
What's up,
Cisco? Let's get it.
All right, let's get straight to it. What happened with you and Peter Guns, man? Like, what happened, son?
Oh shit.
What happened, son?
Peter's a friend, man. I know Peter. I love Peter dearly.
Right.
But I think with Peter, he has like this real alpha male vibe where it's like he always looks at me like a younger brother. You know what I'm saying? So it's like we'll be together or we'll, around each other, whatever. And he's always, it's like he loves me, but he always has like an issue,
right.
like a chip. because of whatever may have, may or may not have happened with, things on the show and stuff like that. You know what I'm
Well,
saying?
what happened? See, you're being vague about it. Being real vague about it.
Amina Butterfly, long story short, his ex-wife, needed a place to stay one night.
Right.
And she was out of town, and I was there, and it was late at night, and she had nowhere to, because we were leaving the club, and her friend left her, so
Right.
I let her stay at my place at the time.
Right.
And Peter didn't like that, which was understandable. But Peter, I already knew that Peter was like, he wasn't even dealing with her. You know what I mean? He had moved on with
So
her.
wait.
Yeah. Oh,
Wait a minute.
Oh, go ahead, man.
Wait a minute. All right. Ex-wife, she spent the night at the crib. What happened?
No, I just gave her a place to stay for the night, man. And
That's it.
Yeah, I mean, for
Why
the
you
most
smiling
part.
like that?
Because I know you. No,
Yeah.
I let her stay. I let her stay at my place that night, and then when he found out about it, he got really upset, which was surprising to me because I'm like, yo, I mean, come on, man, like I gave
So
him.
he had to have some sort of suspicion that something happened.
Yeah, and look, nothing too crazy happened.
What's too crazy?
I mean, she came over. We had a drink, whatever, at the house.
He smashed.
But no, they didn't say that.
Five is confirming.
It sounds like a smash.
It sounds like a smash.
Sounds like
No,
you know what I mean?
man.
Right.
And it might have been a good smash. It
Yeah.
might not supposed to happen.
Yeah.
Those are the best ones.
He got upset, and
Right.
then, but then we spoke
Because
about.
I know you, man. I know you.
I'm really
You
hoping.
the leftovers guy.
Yeah.
You definitely the leftovers guy, bro. You were definitely. We've had a situation.
Oh my God!
Yeah.
I'm out of here, man. What's
You're the
that?
leftovers guy.
You see,
bro.
I had a feeling
You're
you
the
were going to go there
leftovers
with
guy.
this
You
shit,
know I'm
man.
gonna go there. Especially when I
dude,
see what's
man.
going on the show, I was like, Cisco,
guy.
this guy never changes.
He keeping it real. He being true. That's crazy.
But honestly,
Yeah.
nothing happened.
I'm not gonna say nothing happened. I'm gonna say, it didn't go but so far because obviously at a certain point I'm like, oh shit, this is my man's ex-girl, and then I was like, hey, so it probably didn't go where it could have went.
Right.
But he obviously didn't like that, and then when we spoke about it, he was pissed, and then even though like I said, they weren't dealing with each other at all.
Right.
He felt some type of way. So
Of course.
he wanted to fight. And I'm like, okay, cool, whatever. And I don't like violence at this point in my life. I don't like to fight, none of that shit. But I said, all right, we fought once in the street, and then I guess
That was on the show, right?
Yeah, that was on the show.
Yeah. Now, because like people watch Love and Hip Hop, but there's always a question in the back of your mind: is this real?
It's a great question. I think it depends on whoever that's being followed, right? Mm-hmm. So let's just say, for example, you were on the show, whatever,
Right.
and then they're following you in your storyline. I guess whatever you got going on that you're showing them, could be your reality or not.
Right.
You might have constructed it a certain way. They're not gonna know.
Right.
But they consciously are gonna follow whatever they feel is real in your life. You get what I'm
Right.
saying? So it's based on, I guess, that individual cast member. But, the opportunity came and he called me one day and he was like, yo, little bro, I'm gonna fuck you up. I'm like, come on. I'm like, all right, Peter, stop, man. He's like, no, we're gonna fight for real.
Yeah.
I got the boxing people, they want us to fight, Atlantic City. And I said, Peter, you wanna fight? You really wanna fight?
Right.
He said, yeah, I wanna fight, man. I said, all right, can we fight and just leave it at that? And he said, yeah. So we did the fight. But the crazy thing is he went hard.
I didn't see it.
He had Roy
You didn't
Jones.
see it?
No, that's what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah, that was a
Oh
big
man,
thing,
these guys
Yeah.
were. It was.
I didn't see it. But this happened real recently, man.
Yeah, it was.
It was like Mayweather and
Yeah, it was a.
and Logan Paul.
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah,
Oh,
it was
yeah,
just
yeah,
like
yeah.
that.
You see
Yeah,
it?
yeah. We headlined
and
Atlantic City, man. That
Pete-
shit was crazy.
Peter
Sold
was
out.
Logan Paul.
Yeah.
I swear I've been on the
And
road
he
with
was-
some fake label.
Yeah.
It was
What?
a lot.
It was
yeah,
it was a
a-
pay-per-view fight and everything, man. It was a
Yeah.
fucking, yeah.
Yeah,
It
y'all
was a
need to
big
go
thing.
check that out.
Yeah.
Go check that out.
So the thing is, but when he said it to me, he said it like it was
who
a
won
joke.
that fight, by the way?
That's the crazy
Who
question.
won the fight?
I won the fight. I don't know what your man was talking about. It was a draw. Like, no, I won.
Right.
watch the fight. You know.
But they don't declare a winner.
Absolutely.
They did, and they
Of
said you
course.
won.
It was real referees commissioned
Nah,
by
I'm
the
watching.
United
As soon as
States.
we leave here, watch.
Yo, you know who the ring commentators were?
Yeah.
Paulie Malinology from Showtime.
Whoa.
What's his name? I think Al Bernstein, whatever. And then Ice-T and Coco.
Nice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they were the ring announcers.
Wow.
You know what I mean?
You're like almost a professional boxer.
Absolutely not.
Nah.
I just was like,
you didn't
yo,
see the fight.
No,
I didn't see it.
no,
You
I,
didn't see the
I'm
fight.
like, I'm just like, my man is telling me, yo, like I really want this fair one,
Right.
And, you know, and I don't want no security jumping in or whatever. And I'm like, yo, you my brother, man, I love you. Man. He's like, all right, but let's get in here and let's just go at it, and then we'll let the best man win, and then we leave it at that.
Right.
So I'm like, all right, so fuck.
Why'd you
we
keep
do
your
it.
T-shirt on?
Because I wasn't really in shape like that. I didn't take it
bad.
serious.
Yo, you was boxing with a
Don't
T-shirt.
forget. Don't forget.
Mind you, Peter Guns gets Roy Jones Jr. to train him.
Right.
You know what I mean?
You got Roy Jones Jr.
Roy
training.
Jones Jr. goes on Instagram. If you go on Peter's Instagram and my Instagram is still there, and says, "Yo, I'm training Peter right now. Cisco, he gonna beat your ass," and talking all this shit. And I'm just like, "Wow, I got Roy Jones Jr. talking about me. This is a big deal." But I still ignored it. So I didn't really train for the fight at all, to be honest. I went like a week or two before the fight. I went to the gym for like an hour to start throwing, and I was like, I'm getting tired. Fuck this, and I'm out. And I
Right.
just left. But Peter went hard for like 4 or 5 months, just training. So that's why he got so upset when he lost. So anyway, it was all supposed to be wrapped up. We were supposed to be like, y'all be cool
See how
now.
you just slipped that in there like.
No, because we like, now we cool.
Right.
We back to being brothers. But now he's pissed because he lost the fight.
Right.
You know, and now he wants a rematch. I'm like,
Crazy,
come on,
man.
the fuck?
He wants a rematch.
He wants a rematch.
Are you
Man.
gonna do it?
They gotta pay me this time. You know what I mean?
They didn't
Like,
pay you the first time.
Nah, it wasn't really. It's no. I mean, it wasn't.
What?
Yeah, it wasn't.
What about the streams?
Man, you know, it was the fucking
Because
expenses.
this was a big situation.
It
like,
was. It was
yeah.
huge. Yeah. But it also, I guess, it also costs a lot to actually put it together. You know, they rented a fucking venue.
So you had like
in Atlantic City.
a public friend fight.
No. When we got in the first round, we in there, and he comes right at me, and he hits me hard.
What?
And it's like pop, 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 and I said, "Oh shit!" I mean, he's serious. You know what I mean? So from that point on, I said, you know, I thought we were gonna go in there and just, you know what I mean, like Ali Shuffle shit.
Right.
But now I realized after about 15 seconds, I said he's serious, and he started throwing everything at. But mind you, Peter's from the Bronx, and he literally brought the fucking Bronx there. It was crazy.
Yeah.
Like there was about 500 motherfuckers from the Bronx there.
Did he catch you a couple times that made you say, "Oh"?
Yeah. He hit me once in the first round and in the third round.
I gotta see this shit.
Yeah, and then
It's crazy.
the next day I
I'll
still
send
have,
you the link right
Yeah.
now.
Yeah, send it to me. Yo, can you make?
I have bells in my head, man, for the next day. Like what boxers go through, that shit is real.
It's crazy. All that
Yeah.
right, that's crazy.
Yo, because the
Even
next
right
day,
here might be crazy.
Yeah, I'm like, ding. The next day I'm still feeling
Man,
that shit, man.
can you let the world know that I slept under the AC in the projects last night on my visit back home, and I have like some type of sniffles going on.
I thought that was cocaine this whole time, bro.
I'll do cocaine. man.
Fuck with you.
I'll do cocaine.
Oh, you just let them know, bro. I think they heard you.
Oh, God,
you got
what
a
let me
mic
know?
too. Yeah, a mic
All right,
too.
cool.
Well, hold on,
Sometimes
you
I
asked
forget.
me a question I want one from you that I've been wanting to know.
What's that?
Oh,
When I met you, because you know we lost contact for years. A lot
Right.
of people don't know I know this guy for a long fucking time.
Long time.
Matt was really a good friend. When I met you, it seemed like the agenda was movies and then music, but as more like as an artist,
Right.
Because you know you was pumping out the records all the time, but you had an amazing
I
one
was,
from
I was
Clark
actually
Kent.
shooting a little while after I met you. We started shooting Rap War 1.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. But you did the other movie too, with Homegirl from Long Island, right?
Oh no, I scored that movie.
You scored that movie.
I didn't play a
Oh,
role
okay,
in
okay.
that.
oh,
Yeah.
you got scores on?
Yeah. No, Matt was really into
Me
that
too.
movie shit when I met him.
I didn't know you had one. You got scores?
He was into. That's
Nigga
why
did
I was
everything,
surprised.
Right.
So my question for you, because I guess we lost contact at a certain point, because you had some dope records. Especially, I always tell you the one you had from Clark Kent, to me to this day was an amazing record, the Supermath record, but you never put it out. Right?
Shout out to Clark Kent.
Right.
Put
Shout out
it
to
out.
Clark Kent. My question for you is, what made you pivot and I guess
Going to
not
battle rap?
going to the battle rap shit? Because that shit really surprised me. Even though I was supposed to go with you that day.
Well, you was there.
Well,
From the beginning.
I was.
Because if you look up, what battle was that?
No,
Me
it was
versus...
the one where you snuffed the first kid. I was supposed to go with you that day, but
The
we
most
had.
legendary.
But, what was his name?
No.
Snuff?
Dose. But that's not who I'm
I was
talking
supposed to
about.
be with him that day, but we had partied all night the night before that, and I was tired as fuck, so that's why I
Was
didn't
it
go.
Nims? When I battled Nims, you was there.
Nims
At the
for
Fight Club.
Coney
In the Fight Club, yeah.
Right.
You battled Nims for Coney?
Yes.
Yeah. I was there.
Shout out to Nims for Coney, my
And he-
brother. I
Yeah,
love
shout out to
Nims.
Nims. Shout out to
And he
Nims.
smoked him too. I was
Yeah,
right behind
it was
you.
bad.
Yeah.
smoked Nims?
It was bad.
Yeah, he
Nims?
smoked him. He
Yeah, it
smoked
was
him.
bad.
Where was
For sure.
this?
It was
Fight
bad.
Club?
Yeah, over
Fight
the
Club.
pool table.
Yeah, there's like 2 rounds on YouTube.
Wow.
Yeah.
And now that you say that, I remember it clear as
But you
day.
still not.
But yeah, you see Cisco standing right behind me in the footage.
Yeah, that's true.
Dying.
MTV. Yeah.
Word.
But you still, like I said, I guess we never had the conversation. What made you go? When you were doing that at that time, I thought it was like, all right, fuck it, like a little side hustle thing. But then it seemed like you really was like, all right, I'm gonna go run with this shit and forget being an artist for the most part. I'm just gonna do this and just run with it as far as I can.
Competition. I realized I was fighting to be a lot of the meetings that we was taking as far as being an artist, it kind of turned me off. There was a point where to get in somebody's studio, all I had to do was rap. Foxy Brown, all I had to do was rap with her. I was in the studio with him. You know what I mean? Benzino, all I had to do was rap. I was in the studio with him. But the more I got like closer to the industry and everything, it just seemed like there was so many loops that I had to jump through. You know what I mean? Hurdles. And when you don't got the money to promote yourself, that shit is tough. Battle rap at the time was giving people notoriety so that you could get into those places. I hated going to meetings where they didn't know who I was when I walked in the room. You feel what I'm saying? Because it puts you at a certain, like now you gotta try to get somebody to understand who you are within 10 to 15 minutes. You know what I mean?
But it seems like they almost never convert. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, a little bit. I mean, and it might have been a little bit of disdain because
I'm talking about the battle rappers. It almost seems like they're almost. Yeah, like they kind of get, and some of them are real talented too, man. We're making music, but it almost feels like when the audience identifies them as battle rappers, they don't want to see them as artists and making music anymore.
I think that because there were a couple people that had that opportunity and it didn't go that far, and somehow that tag got put out there, but it's kind of ridiculous because some of the biggest artists in the world
started off battle rappers.
Were battle rappers.
Yeah, absolutely.
You dig what I'm saying?
Battle rappers wasn't so big, but they were battle rappers, period.
You look at the other cultures that adapted not only hip hop, but battle rap. You go to Russia, the biggest artists out there are battle rappers.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like they get on stage, they battle, then they drop an album and it goes platinum.
Right, that's
You
their
know what I mean?
method. Yeah. That's crazy.
That's their thing. So I don't know. I think out here that just became so difficult, and I started gaining so much attention from the battles that once it started becoming an industry, I realized like, yo, I could go rap or be the forefather of this. I'm getting paid more than rappers that you know what I mean?
That you try to that's real.
To do this. This the goal was always get paid to rap. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And once that started happening, like
getting paid.
And you know what I was doing before that. So
no, honestly I didn't. I knew that you were just fucking wow. You know what I mean? Because I know this is true story.
Everybody is
true
pretty
story. No, because Matt was always quiet about whatever the fuck I never knew.
Yeah, like the real street.
You knew some of it because I hit you
I knew
for
about
plugs
the fights.
before.
People would always tell me that he was running around fighting a lot. You know what I mean? Yeah, and he was just like just getting into a lot of shit in the street, like beef. I ran into Math one time. At the time I was dating Jennifer Williams from Basketball Wives. This is years and years
You're
ago.
a real player, man.
Yeah, so now I'm like Cisco with the sunglasses and shit. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I was like, I'm Cisco with the sunglasses. I'm in the club at a Nas party, and Math runs up to me, and he's like, "Yo, what's up, man? What's up, nigga? You don't see me? I'm standing over there. You know what I'm saying? I'm your brother, nigga. What's up? What's up?" And I'm like, yo, man, nah, I got sunglasses on. He's like, yo, man, fuck that, man. You Hollywood now? What you got, these bottles? Yo, let me get something. I'm just like, yo, man, if you take what you want.
I ain't asked you for no fucking bottle, man. Get the fuck out of here, bro.
I don't know what it was. You had this real look in your eye where I was just like, oh, he's really, you were in like an aggressive state at that time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So maybe he's trying to figure it out, whatever it is the next thing was or whatever. But I saw the look in your eyes. You know, it was real
you know where that
it was
came
wolf-like. Like you was ready to just move around and just.
it was wolf season.
Yeah, it was wolf season.
It was wolf
Keep it real with him. Keep it real with him.
It was wolf season.
Yeah, keep it real with you.
It was wolf season, but you know what that's like. You got a history. You just started hanging around industry people.
Definitely.
So, you know what I mean?
Sunglasses,
I smell
another
he don't
wolf
smell
smells
like
a
a
wolf.
wolf.
The sunglasses
He didn't
went
smell
off.
like a wolf no more. I was like, yo, what you doing, son? Like, what are you doing in here? You know what I mean? And
on that, what I always loved about Mav too is Mav was always by himself or keep like one person with him.
Nah, he bring.
Yeah.
It was
But
never like
every
a
time
lot
I
of
see you
people
by
around.
yourself and then somehow I join you in your fucking festivities. you do come by yourself. But all the real ones roll by themselves.
right.
We like that.
Because it's, you know,
I
people
just think it's more
become a
epic,
liability
you know what I'm
after a while.
Definitely.
If
Super
you're not
duper.
there to support what's going on, then you might be there to see what you could get out of it or see how you could mess it up.
Yeah, potentially fuck everything up.
You know what I mean?
So why not start at some point? Why not say, "Oh, I'm gonna start my own battle league or whatever it is"? When you got to the
I
point where you
actually
was
did
one of
that
the
with
biggest.
Vlad,
Oh, okay.
and I didn't really like it.
business of it.
I prefer just doing what I was doing. Eventually, I feel like I'm gonna get to the point where I'm putting other people on, but I didn't. That whole thing and making sure everybody was on time. I didn't. Nah, I got
Too much
5 kids.
responsibility
Too
and
much.
shit.
Too much. You know what I mean? But let's get back to you and this bro code, man.
Oh, shit.
Let's get back to you. What's up with you, man? Why did you have a fallout with Peter over his, right? Was that a thing for you?
No, it was not a thing for me. Like I said, she needed a
Cisco,
place.
I know you, man. I know you, man.
All right, look, I do love women. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm not gonna lie about that. But no, man, it really, like I said, it was a situation where she just, needed a place to crash. And,
Man, let me
she
tell
had
you
a place.
something. All right, so look.
But I didn't realize at the time, to be honest, I think, and I'll be real with you, I'll say this. I think in her mind, it was a little premeditated where she was like, oh, I'm gonna go
Be spiteful.
I'm gonna go stay with Cisco tonight to go be spiteful to try to hurt Peter's feelings. You know what I mean? Or
Yeah.
fuck with him.
Right.
And I didn't realize at that time because it was late and I was just trying to, look out and then, like I said, but
Looking back at it, like, how do you feel like, okay, she wasn't with him no more, so it was okay, or?
I feel like,
Because
At
it's
the
a
end-
code, right?
is it really a code? I think
Is
the code.
there a code?
It's a super duper code.
Yeah.
I need to know who's in the room with me. Is there
Super
a code?
duper code.
Absolutely, it's a code.
Like absolutely.
Absolutely.
Hey, just to be real,
Absolutely.
she
No,
knew.
no, no. Doesn't
She knew.
know. Doesn't
Yeah.
know.
She knew before she got there.
Right.
Period.
All respect to my brother Peter. That's my brother. I love Peter Guns.
Right.
When I tell you as a friend. But he's got 11 children from probably like 6 or 7 different women.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's a little different, my opinion. Now you got 2 kids or 3 kids or 1 kid from one woman, and then something like that or whatever. I mean, not to say that you don't have the right to be upset, but I think it's a little different when it just seems like, you move around a little bit. You know
So
what
this
I
is
mean?
one of his baby moms?
Yeah.
Bad.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a no-no.
Yeah.
Bad.
That's a no-no.
But again, let me tell you, it's this simple as friends. The girl knew, period. The girls always know. Mm-hmm. They have to open up, they have to come, and they know.
Yeah.
Real slow.
And
They know.
like you said, sometimes it's intentional.
But guess what
No,
though?
I expect her to be her.
Exactly.
Right.
The girl's gonna do the.
Yeah, I
Come on
expect
now.
her to be her.
Now,
My dude, you held that a whole
This is why
nother
Peter wanted to
standard.
fight.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
this is why Peter
you
said,
as my friend.
we're gonna fight and it's over because secretly, you're not supposed to fight over no bitch.
Right.
If my man do some shit like that, it's beef. I'm not fucking with my queen no more. You're not mine.
Right.
Feel me? Trust is gone. So That I'm just saying that's automatically. And if he's a real nigga, like, damn, you my brother, I can't kill you. We gotta fight, son. You know what I'm saying? I got the punch on you to make me feel like, it's over. So if Peter would have kept it going, that would have been lame on his part, but technically it depends. But my baby mom, it depends, because some people don't care about their baby mom, which is a good point. Like, they might have 10 baby moms.
That's what I'm saying.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody use that, like, nah, here's one of my BMs.
Yeah.
But this is what I'm saying. You might have 10. But are
everybody
you
ain't cool
ever
with
gonna
their
feel
baby mom.
comfortable with somebody in your circle?
No, absolutely not. And let me tell you something.
Has that ever happened to you?
I've apologized to him in the ring. Not that I'm conscious of, but I'm sure it's happening probably right now somewhere. Y'all got kids.
What would be your reaction?
That was her decision. What am I gonna do?
It depends.
With a friend?
With a friend, I would want to fight just the way Peter did. You know what I mean?
But I want to know if he did. See, look, my thing is, like, I'll fight, but even time in school, like, some niggas talk some shit to me, and I purposely act like I ain't really get what he said. Or I purposely be like, word, and stall it for a minute. I'm gonna fuck you up when I want to. You know what I'm saying? I'm not like pull my string, I fucking, like, you know what I'm saying? Nah. So I feel like in that sense, like, if my friend is purposely, because some niggas want to fuck your bitch, they want to beef with you, they want to show, it's like, hold up, nigga, you bugging out. You know what I'm trying to say? So at the end of the day, it's like, where did it come from? Is this my real friend who I'd be like, why the fuck you hit my
That puts
shorty?
the question.
Yeah, definitely.
Why you did that?
That
Because
puts
some
the
niggas that hit
question
my
on.
shorty and both of y'all fuck y'all.
Yeah.
Y'all gonna have a good nice day.
Right.
But I know that kid, fuck the bitch. It's my kid.
Yeah.
What's
Yeah,
next?
not about
my
the-
son asked you for
the
advice or
chick,
something?
Yeah. Right.
Yeah,
that's a good point.
Not even
Now
about
you
Yeah,
might
nah,
sneak into or my son see you, you know, we friends now.
Yeah.
And he might be like, oh, what's up, Uncle?
Yeah.
I was with Uncle such and such earlier. When? Wow.
So hold on, let me ask y'all: has that kind of scenario ever happened to any one of y'all where, you know, somebody you knew, they ex or baby moms pushed up on y'all somewhere at a party? And I really want to ask you because I know you in all the parties. You know what I'm saying? All over the country.
With me, definitely.
Thumbs down.
Definitely not.
Thumbs down.
Thumbs
All
down.
right.
Can't do
You
it.
ready for this?
Can't do it.
I never, ever smashed none of my homies' girls, and it's like it makes me mad. Word. I don't follow your girl, I don't know them. Yo, dog, if I'm in a room with your girl and you say, yo, babe, this is 5, I'm giving you my brother, bro.
Right.
I'm giving you a shorty, that initial, hey, how you doing, Tisha? Whoop-de-whoop. But I always let girls know, unless you're my female friend. I'm friends with Cisco over here.
Right.
Even when your girl say something funny, it's not that funny to me. It's like she's not really, you know what I'm trying to say? Unless we sign up to go on and move. So I don't do that because people are too sentimental with relationships and women.
Absolutely.
I am too.
Right.
Somebody said the other day, they said, yo, why you ain't at my shorty? She in the picture too. I said, yo, no disrespect, but I don't even know her page. And I don't want to add her, bring her to my page. And guess what? I don't want you on my girl page.
Yeah.
I'm being honest.
Yeah.
Right.
The person was like, great. That's probably a great idea because the average nigga wouldn't say that. But I feel like that separates it. Because I've been places where, and I'm one of them niggas. I'm not your, because yo, I swear I hate this, bro. I hate when certain people just like, hey, and hug my girl, yo. And the personal conversation is like, damn, nigga, okay, if it's my brother, I'll tell me, bro, get the fuck.
Yeah, like,
Go
yo,
do
come
something,
on,
nigga.
like, what is that?
I'm sure he's not your fucking, like,
Right.
that's not, so, I got sidetracked when I said that. I had a flashback. But, what we was at, I forgot what I was on just now.
We're talking about the shorties.
Shorties.
Not mixing
Oh
it
no,
up.
when I see
Yeah.
my man Shorty somewhere, I'm the person that will check them. And when I check them, it's a whole different check. Some niggas that check and a girl and go home and make up I see it and make because he might say something, so yo, I don't even like 5.
Right.
But you know, creating narratives. But guess what? When you have a respectful relationship and you know, I don't give a fuck how you feel. I'm letting you know, Keisha, I might even say I'm gonna tell Cisco. Cause I don't fuck with you. You know what I'm trying to say? I have no connection to you. I might just let it be known. Keisha, Five Mike see that. And that alone, a girl gonna tighten up if I'm around, cause she know Five's gonna fucking tell. He don't fuck with me. He don't even say hi to me. Tonight he say hi. Yeah, cause he was at the bar, what's his name?
Right.
And I said what up to him too, what up, son? And guess what? I'm not, because again, I don't wanna be affected at all by it. If I tell you, now I'm your confidant. I'm your fucking snitch. No. I don't be affiliated, period.
Right.
That might make me say, I'm not even going to what's their
Because that could go left too. Because it could be where you'll tell.
And they flip on you.
He'll get mad. They'll
Flip
make
on you,
up.
son.
Now you the odd man out.
Period. Because you the snitch.
You know, that's crazy how that works.
Because I love my girl.
That's
I love
crazy.
her.
Like there'll be like your girl will have like homegirls or whatever, right? Who'll try to check you on some shit. And y'all get back together. And then it's like weird. You can't be around her no more.
Facts.
So now she's sitting somewhere like, oh, they don't fuck with me no more, because she stayed with him and all.
But it's important
and
for
it'd be the
homegirls.
same thing with guys, like.
Yeah, I know their boundaries though.
Right.
And with women, that's why again, I ain't gonna lie, if you kind of listen to 5 mics when it comes to dealing with people's girls, you'll never have this problem with, even with her friends. You know what your fucking problem is? You becoming her friend. It's your
Right.
girlfriend.
Right.
That's you and your homegirl. That's y'all. That's why you gotta be that nigga in the room when they talk that shit. You gotta get the fuck up. Now I love y'all. I'm gonna some drink and don't come back. Till that shit die down and they off that and yo, what up? And get back in it. Other than that, you're getting drugged into their friendship relations. That's what I'm saying. You can't be a part of people's relationships.
Yeah.
And people love it.
Definitely, yeah.
Because relationships are lonely, nigga. I hate to say that. You and your girl, y'all love each other, but I don't give a fuck. My nigga Mav come through and play the game, smoke a blunt. I don't care if he see us argue a little bit. Hey, you my wife, I'm not going to Mav. Shut the fuck up. Fuck you, talk. Now you you do that with Mav. Yeah, whatever. It's a little form of entertainment.
Right.
It's my wife. We're not going nowhere.
Right.
You know what I'm trying to say? So that energy can lead to you thinking that shit too. Like, nah, next Friday I'm going to Keisha's house at 5 and they're going to, no. And then that shit lead to people, you might say the wrong laugh or like, don't say that in front of you. You took it too far, bitch. But now, we in this relationship crazy emotional war thing. That's why I just stay out of that shit.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like I said, sometimes it's not even worth telling. You gotta go like this. Unless I just watch it get fucked by the ball. Then I have to be like, yo, bro, you're sure he's a straight whore. I caught her the other night. But
Right.
really and truly, you know what you gotta do as a friend? Just be his friend and hope that he see that shit. Or if something happens, maybe one day you can be like, I mean to tell you, now that you see Keisha doing that bullshit,
Yeah.
yo, so I
Yeah,
see
I
that
seen
in the
her,
club,
da-da-da.
son. But I ain't wanna be the one that, you know.
Yeah. I wasn't sure
And he
what
can
was
respect
going
you
on.
because he can't say, because he won't look at you, because the nigga get mad when he think that you and the girl friends.
Right.
You see her, you ain't tell me? But it's
Right.
like, bro, I don't even talk to her. I just seen her, you know what I mean? So I just feel like you got to put that wedge in it. Just stay out of people's business when it comes to their girls. Their spouses, stay out of that.
So how's you and Peter's relationship now?
I talked to Peter 2 days ago.
They had a fight, though. A friend fight.
Yeah.
So-
No, he was like calling me like, yo, we're gonna fight again, nigga. I'm telling you right now, this time I'm gonna fuck you up, blah, blah, blah. But yo, how's the kids? Nah, they good, my nigga. How's your babies? They good. You need to come see them, nigga. They, Gunn has been asking for you. And I went and go saw him. You know what I'm saying? Went to Tara's crib, go see my babies.
That's dope.
I'm his son's godfather. You know what I'm saying? Tara, So it's one of those relationships where it's like, to this day, where it's like, yo, I need something. All right, if I got it, you got it. It's real brother shit.
Right.
He don't trip over that. It's just he's like I said, you gotta know Peter. He's just really ego driven. It's just the ego thing with him. You know what I'm saying? He's like, I gotta get the best of you now, physically, so I
Right.
can at least feel good about it.
Because it feels like
You up.
you up.
You up. You up. You smashed one of
Yo,
my
let me
shorties.
tell you something,
Brothers do
man.
fight.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. What
They
I
fight.
realized, man, about women is, and I told my little brother this the other day. Women are a luxury you can award yourself when you can afford that luxury. And it's no disrespect. It's like, almost like a luxury item. You know what I mean? With a car or watch, whatever the fuck you want. You gotta look at it from that perspective when you're dealing with women. For the most part, they're gonna have certain expectations, whether it's dinner or bags or fucking rent or whatever it is. And very seldom or rare in life are you gonna meet a woman that's just gonna be like, yo, you know what? Yo, Math, I fucking love you, man. I don't give a fuck whether you got a diamond watch or anything. I'm just with you. I'm gonna ride with you. I'm gonna be there for you.
That's the one.
I love you. But how rare is that? Outside of that,
For one, you got to be in a position. I think like,
A person to say that.
you know what I mean?
What
And
do you
I
mean,
think that's
in
why
position?
so many celebrities like
Get that.
they go through that shit because they don't know.
How
and
do
not
you know?
broke. You know
How
what I
you
mean?
know? She been
Not
faking
broke.
for 2 years. She been faking for 2 years.
I don't know if you would be with me if I was broke. You know what I mean? I don't
question
know
is
if you would
no.
be with me if I was fucked up, because
question
I'm
is
not
no.
fucked up. You know what I'm saying?
Question is no.
So how do you even find that? Like once you enter into the industry and you're around all these people and it's, you know, everybody talks about the shit that goes on in the industry. How do you even find that type of connection?
You don't.
I'm about to say that.
Because you don't, because it's all circumstantial. What are your circumstances right now?
Ooh, you talking
You know
that
what I'm
talk right
saying?
there.
I'm being real.
Right.
What are your circumstances right now? How well are you doing? How bad are you doing? You're only gonna really know where that person's, or where their loyalty lies, where their love lies, you know, when you're at a point of disadvantage financially or whatever the fuck it is.
The law.
You know?
You go to jail. Jail will show you. Hate to say that.
I've heard, yeah.
Oh
But
shit!
the jail, no, because
Not
jail,
this again. Ransom just said this last.
no, jail's the
he
lowest.
just said this
No,
last
when you're in jail,
episode.
they tell you, you do enough time a bed, the COs will tell you. And then you're like, only place after here is death, unless you go home. This is the next stop, is dead. So when you at a place that's next to death, there's no fucking hope in there, nothing. And that's the perfect opportunity for somebody to say, fuck you. Fuck you, you in jail, nigga. You can't even break out. Fuck you. How much you got, 6 years? Fuck you, motherfucker.
Right.
If you survive, I'll see you in 6 years. And tell you, fuck you again. You know what I'm saying? So when you there, that's when the vulnerability comes. And the first thing as a man, go fuck. Like you got that, what, I got 6 minutes, I got 10-minute phone call? I'm calling my shorty. I'm calling my girl.
Right.
This that opportunity, because now it's Friday night. You locked up, man. You're not coming home, man. She got needs. Your meds, that's not your meds, that you thought was your meds, they're DMing her. They bumped into her. They asked about you. Yo, what up with Mav? Yo, I ain't gonna lie, you pretty though. What? Fuck, no, Mav ain't gonna hear that for 5 years by the time you fucking holler at me. Fuck that, he not out here. What you mean? So at the end of the day, it's like, that's the perfect place to see it. Because yo, bro,
I can't agree with you on that, bro.
No,
I
bro, I have homies, right?
All right, so look, according to 5 mics, to find true love, you have to go to prison.
That's
that
one of
shit
them.
don't sound right.
That's one of them.
It don't sound right, bro.
That's one
that
of
shit
them.
does not sound right. son.
Listen, that's one of them. Or just be in a bad position where your life is going to change. Only thing I know in our world, what's the worst thing? It's prison. So, or you get crippled. You know what I'm saying? You get a bad accident, you can't move no more, but you got to eat. I'm trying to tell you that some of my homies that's locked up, and we done did stuff, bro. We done did the shit. You know what I mean? Did shit to people that locked in forever.
Right.
My nigga, I'm fucking tired of hearing you every fucking Thursday. You call me, I'm in the middle of I'm in the middle of talking, I'm rapping, I'm getting out the booth to hear you put the phone down, I'm like, what's going on out there? Guess what I do when I go to jail? I don't fucking write people, and I only call my girl. Speak to my daughter, shit like that. I don't fucking socialize because I'm in prison. And the more I talk to you, the more you drop the beats, the more you're like, yo! It reminds me I'm in jail. So I'm gonna go do my bid. When I come home, I deal with people.
Yeah.
Other than that, I'm walking in a circle, do my praying, I'm going there. So I feel like that jail shit, it don't have to be jail, it has to be that extreme. Your ass go to Iraq and they keep you. You can't get back. You know what I mean? United States, you can't get back. You got a couple phone calls. Bro, I swear to God, that day.
That's when you know
when somebody
you got
find
real
out
love.
like it takes 14 hours to get you back, I call lawyers. Oh shit. Nigga, your brother would diss you. Man, if I got you tomorrow, bro, we'll get you back. Fucking this bitch Susie tonight. Fucking, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it take a special person and your real friends to like, oh nah, hold up, stop the beat, yo. Matter of fact, I'll do a session in 30 minutes. My man's locked up, he don't have nobody to talk to. It's my homie. I mean, yo, what up, son? And da 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 da. But I'm just saying the responsibility to take is a lot when you're in jail. So it's easy for somebody to put the fingers up. Especially a girl, bro. You know what I mean?
If she your childhood sweetheart, though, you
She's
got money.
staying.
Yeah, exactly. You know,
She's staying.
My childhood sweetheart.
I wasn't talking about baby moms, but when I went to jail, my baby moms, that's why we locked in forever. And my daughter, but like I said, you can have a baby mom and don't be cool with her.
Right.
The reason I still, no matter what happened, my baby mom is married now, moving family and everything. But the reason I pick up that phone, she could get a little disrespectful, I'm like, yo, whatever, is because I remember when I was in jail and the judge said, you're facing 100 years. So, like, y'all told us, the fuck up. You're the fucking 100 years. The fuck out of here. And niggas, they get him out of here. And I'm like, 100 years? Wait, we leaving at 100 years until next court date? What are we talking about? And it was a split second. I'm never getting out of jail. I went to a little side thing because I used to play ball, and I was a good person. One of the court people, that's a court officer, is my man Pops. He used to coach us. I just ain't been in that town, and so long I never realized. When that shit happened, I was breaking down, he pulled me in the side. Anthony, I'm looking at him like, I know you. Like, yeah, I know you for playing basketball, nigga. You used to go. I'm like, oh, shit. He said, you want to call somebody? You need to calm down. You ain't get 100 years, man. He said, no. You want to call somebody? Nigga, I got just one phone call, nigga. I call her. I ain't speak to her for 30 days because I told you I don't play that. I'm trying to see if I can get out before I do the pleading for life.
Yeah, right.
I call her, nigga, and she picked right up. I said, yo, I only got a minute, man. Remember that money at the crib? Yeah. Take that money and call this person and tell them I'm locked up. Yo, do me a favor. Don't fuck nobody and don't let niggas do that extra talking. 5, you ain't gotta worry about that. I'm just telling you, man. Money to God. Don't do no flirting, talking, nothing. I'm gonna get out. Peace. That's it. I left it at that. Right. I spoke to my man that I thought maybe do the flirting or like, yo, you good? That nigga said, yo, 5, do me a favor. Don't call me again, son. Next time I talk to you on the street. He don't tell you when he come give me nothing. I'm like, all right. My bill's $250,000, nigga. And my baby mom's held it down, got me out. And like I said, we not together. That shit stamped, nigga. That's like you about to get beef. You in the street. I'm running the street. I'm at the chicken spot. I'm in the wrong neighborhood. 3 niggas walking. Mad, grimy, crazy, bugged out. And niggas like, yo, what up, son? Niggas asking me questions. And then Math Hoffa walks in the middle of Bushwick somewhere. Yo, 5, what the fuck you doing on the side of town? Walk through the niggas, what up? Fake robbing niggas, what up? Yo, what up? Bro, I don't give a fuck what you say. When I go home, when I'm in the fucking bed, I got blood, nigga, I'm gonna say, yo, I fuck with that nigga Math, son.
Oh, this actually happened?
No, I'm saying that scenario can happen.
It's a scenario.
Oh, I've been on both sides. Maybe not with Math, but I've been to 3 niggas. Fuck you talking about? And then that one nigga walking like, because I always tell people, even when people come to rob, if you're a real robber, I mean, I'm not trying to go to jail tonight. I'm trying to take your watch, nigga, and go do some shit with the money.
Right.
So I don't want to get a fucking assault. I'm not trying, the easiest robbery's the best. Like, I'm not trying to do all that. So there's some people like you could just tell, even when they're doing robberies, like they want to rob and they on a whole agenda. You know what I'm trying to say? It's a whole different thing. But guess what? Real nigga
they doing it to do it.
Right. But if a nigga walk in, and you know when somebody know your cover's blown, you know what I'm trying to say? If he walk in like that, yeah, sometimes I'm like, not now. Not right now, son. What you mean, nah, son? That's my man that's gonna get killed today.
Right.
Or locked up.
Right.
So he doesn't know. You know what I'm trying to say? Most robbing niggas is smooth as eggs, bro. So take your watch off. You don't even hear him, what? Take your watch and your chain off, son.
Yeah, you don't want to break it.
Sometimes they don't even, you don't even know what happened.
You don't even know what happened.
Right. How did?
You feel me? So, it all depends. But I'll just say at the end of the day, when you're in a vulnerable state like that, yeah, it could be over any second.
Why does it take a vulnerable state?
To know what love is?
Yeah.
Because love is extreme. Love is real. People show fake love all the time, right? That shit you could probably see from a mile away. And guess what? The game is dirty. I know people that, you chasing love? You like love so much? All right, I'm gonna save your life today on purpose. I still don't fuck with you. About to manipulate you now, you know what I mean?
Right.
You gotta be, nah, son, leave that nigga alone. So he good. I don't fuck with you.
That's your man's.
So, yeah. So
meanwhile, I stay. I
so you can't fall for that either.
I sent them to do that. You know what I mean?
That's the
okie doke. That's the old okie doke.
So, I feel you just can't fall for that. But love is good, though. I like love. I like being in love. I love my kids to love me. I love my kids. I love people.
So being on a show, loving hip hop, have you found love on the shit? Has anyone ever found love on the shit?
That's a good question. I say that there's certain women that I dealt with on the show that I took a bigger liking to at some points. That I saw potential in it, just the shit just didn't manifest the way I thought it would. You know what I mean? Yeah, so it depends.
So no, basically, no.
Nah, I think, look, I think.
He said I took a bigger liking to.
Yeah.
He's smacked.
There's no love. I didn't love those bitches. I just took a bigger liking to them.
Nah, it's a two-way street. It's a two-way street, though. You know what I mean?
Love's definitely a two-way street.
I gotta feel like, it's real from your end too. But I definitely, can you find love on the show? No. I think you can be in love with somebody, bring them on the show, and then go fuck it up.
Strong.
And then go fuck it up.
And then go fuck it up.
You feel like that's what happens most of the time?
I think that's what happens. Yeah, majority of the time, because now what happens is you make that woman famous.
Facts.
Fame is a drug, you know.
The biggest, they say.
That's
Yeah,
a
the
fact.
biggest drug.
The biggest.
That's a fact.
Now
I've
they
seen
like-
people do the weirdest
They're
stuff.
not regular no more.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's a good point. The fame, that's you start looking, you know how you see a junkie? You know what I mean? You start seeing that shit like, oh, you going,
You
bro.
see the itch.
Now put this on right here. Like, oh my God.
the
nigga,
itch.
Talking personal, you
I've seen the itch on people before.
you can smell it.
I think that it's not good. Like if you haven't been popular in your neighborhood or somebody that had some
groomed
sort of
in.
notoriety, like by the time you hit like your 30s, I don't think you should go near it.
Right.
Because if you've wanted it all that time and then you finally get it then, the effect of it warps you. Because you don't know how to navigate. It's almost like being a baby again. You gotta relearn everything because now everyone around you has an agenda. And you gotta figure out what that agenda, because it might not be clear.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Some people, you don't find out who they are until you bring them around somebody that's more famous than you.
That's
And then you
whoa.
be like,
Whoa. No,
This
that's the
whole
most,
time?
that's the most hurtful thing, man. I ain't gonna lie. This is my cousin. He goes everywhere with me.
right.
I mean, everywhere. If I'm somewhere, I even told him, because I don't bring people around. But he's my cousin. So I got into a position where I'm around the biggest nigga ever. Like, fire, who's this guy you got with you? And I had to go, it's my little cousin. There's no extra to it, there's no nothing.
Right.
He's not even talk today when we go, you know what I'm saying? But
Right.
he's with me. He's my cousin. So it'd be some incident, and I went like this. But guess what? I learned to love that David can handle himself. David know how to talk, you know what I'm trying to say? But I took that chance with my cousin. I wouldn't take that chance with a random on the street. It's impossible. You know what I'm saying? I can't take
Right.
chances at this level. You know what I mean? So, you know, company you keep, and I don't like giving other people power over me, responsibility. That's dangerous.
Right.
I
And you
trust
feel like
you.
that's what it is.
Yeah, bro. But what? It's like being in the NBA when you're a professional athlete. Yeah, I got a crazy cousin from Philly or whatever the fuck, but I'm throwing touchdowns and I'm in the office and you want to tell your jail stories or you shot somebody and can't do that at the NFL. You know what I mean? I'll see
Right.
you when I get home today. But there's that cousin that you don't care. Like when he's somewhere and they be like, David got here, I don't care if he's with T.I. or whoever. He's good. And I know he can handle himself.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He actually helps me. Because he's younger and he's more artsy guy, and he might tell me like, Five, you tripping right now. I might be in the car flashing back to all that shit. Like, Five, we are going to a party in Hollywood, you need to relax. You heard, big bro? And I'm like, oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah, no need for all the extra shit.
So that's why I bring him around too, for perspective.
I remember I took a homeboy of mine around a rapper. Not gonna say who, but like somebody who has the aura of a pimp. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
And and I saw my homeboy he did so much shit that I never saw before.
Scary.
That it was weird. I was
Scary.
sitting there like, yo, who did I bring with me? All of a sudden, he used to be a pimp. He got
you heard that for the first
hoes,
time in front of
all that. And I
wow.
was, no, but he
Shit like that is
currently
crazy,
has
man.
hoes. I know this guy. I know his family. I know what he does on the daily. There are no hoes. But now his story is about hoes and this, that, and that. And I'm just sitting there like,
going
yo,
on right
this
now?
shit is bugged out.
And you also said I ain't doing this ever again. I told myself last time, but this time I'll never do, because that happens, bro. You gotta get let down. That's what happened to me. Fuck that shit. You know, I used to put a lot of people on, I still do. But now I put people that because before I just be like, oh, you talented, bro. You deserve it.
Right.
Whoa, can't do that shit. They ain't do that to me.
Once you get someplace, that energy changes. Did that happen with you?
You know, I remember I used to produce out of Daddy's house, which is Puffy Studio.
Yeah, I know
Remember-
Daddy's
yeah.
house.
I was there for, a couple years. And that was like my first big studio to work out and work with people. And then what I started to realize was my friends that I would bring to the studio, they started to act like they were me in that sense.
Oh,
So if there was another artist there, they started running up and saying shit like they got an album coming out, or you know what I mean?
Right.
You mentioned Foxy. You know, Foxy worked with me over at a Bad Boy.
Right.
You know,
Yeah, I was in there with him.
yeah.
yeah, that
So
shit's
you know,
so real.
yeah. So it's like now all of a sudden I'm like I'm here trying to put in the work, and then you my man, and now y'all running around and y'all just saying whatever bullshit y'all want just to get like a certain look or look famous or act famous.
Right.
You know.
But is that part of the game?
I think perpetrating a fraud is all perpetrating a fraud. Like it's 90% of that.
So is that part of the game?
90% of the
the aesthetics
game
of it is just what it
perpetrating.
is, right? You know,
Show business.
yeah, and
Show business.
No business like show business.
I could tell you like this. I won't do it. I don't like to out people, but there was a lot of rappers that would come around and be in my sessions around that time, you know, and they would wear like a lot of fake jewelry, and, you know. It'll be their man's car, that's the Lambo or whatever the fuck outside. You know, it was all this bullshit. And I would know it. But like I said, I'm not into outing people. I'm like, hey, you know? And for some of them, it actually worked. And I see them now, I'm like, oh shit, man, you really, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So there's an old saying, perception is reality in entertainment. And
Right.
that might be the case, you know?
I say faith it till you make it. Not
Yeah.
fake it. See, faith it till
Yeah.
you make it was the real secret.
Yeah.
But only
Faith it till
faith
you
it.
make
Yeah,
it.
you
that's
make
dope.
it.
I love that.
I feel like that's the, if we was, you know, Jedi Masters, the fake niggas, they heard fake it till you make it. And the perpetrators, yeah, nah, that's what you gotta do. But then when one nigga's getting, they say, oh, come here, Billy.
Right.
There's no fake it till you make it. Just keep believing, keep working, bro.
Right.
That's it. Keep believing in God, or whatever movement you on. Whatever's, you know, Tip told me this, you know, whatever's meant for you is meant for you.
No one can tell,
Right.
yeah.
Nobody can't take it from you. I ain't gonna lie, when he told me that, I got real empowered, like, word, it's mine. So at the end of the day,
It's yours already.
God gave it to you, bro. You know what I mean? It's yours. So, you know, you gotta embrace that.
And I also think identifying the right circle of people and individuals that you want to take with you on the journey is important. You know, I was a fucking knucklehead for a long time when I was younger.
Yeah, same here.
But I hit a point where I'm just like, I don't want problems. I don't want to be in no issues or nothing. I just want to try to be successful. That was it. It became the goal.
That's why you stopped hanging with me.
Yeah, that's why I had to get rid of you. I was like, this nigga's out of control.
I got a story. Yo,
I said, Matt's out of control. I can't.
I don't want to say who it is, bro. And Matt,
do
you know this
motherfucker,
person.
You know?
I know this person.
You know this person. I'm gonna
Okay,
say
no, I
who
know
it
this person well.
is. When I say this story, they're gonna be at home like five.
Shout out to Coney Island.
Five is foul. I ain't say where they're from. That's on you.
All right, cool.
You know what I mean? I just know for a fact. They're gonna say 5 mics is foul for telling that story. But it's
Right.
very true. I'm not gonna say who it was, but I don't have to. I was in a VIP. My man's come up in there. I know this person forever. Then my man's come up in there. Tip, aka T.I., just drops a song or a project. We out. This is my man. It's my bro. I have not mentioned one thing about this song or anything with the music. We're
Right.
actually out having a good night. Even though I got the entourage with me, I'm like, yo, how the record doing? I ain't do that shit. Like, we having a good time.
Right.
There's food on the table. There's a plate that possibly, if you're fucking any smarts, maybe somebody was eating already. Maybe this is not a finger food plate for the whole club or the VIP. Maybe this is somebody's personal dish.
Right.
My mans came in there for 2 seconds, man. Sat down with him. I was like, what's good? I got up. He slid over. I looked like, what the fuck? Slides over to T.I. Yo, that record's fire. Love that record, yo. Tip like, what? Okay, yeah, what's up, bro? Who's he with? I'm
Right.
like, all right, fine, wait. Yeah, thanks, bro. And then he kept it going. You know, you know, I love the show too, man. I said, yo, I had to go, yo. Oh, what's up, bro? Yo, bro, I'm being real with you. Tip don't want to talk to you, period. He's out having a good time. He don't even know you. He don't want to surprise, meet people. Just chill, nigga.
Right.
All right. Yeah. He was talking to me, though. Yo. You think I'm talking blogs? This is my bro. I'm telling you, I don't want to talk to you, bro.
Right.
Chill.
Right.
All right. So I let him to, fuck it, I'll do something else. And grab this piece of chicken. When he grabs the chicken, my man is sitting right there and watching him like, what's going on? And he eat this man chicken. It's not, like I said, it's not a finger food play. This is his personal shit.
Right.
So my man looked, but it's music playing like, yo, he grabbed another chicken. I had, yo, what you doing, son? This is his food, nigga. He like, oh, I thought it was for everybody. Whoa, you gotta sit down, nigga.
Yeah.
He go to sit down, he can't take it. You know, Action Pack?
Yeah.
Action Pack was there.
Action pack.
Action Pack couldn't take it. Action Pack observing everything.
Right.
All I know, my mans went to get up. Action Pack ran over. Yo, sit the fuck down. What? Nigga, sit your ass down, nigga. Right now. Don't fucking move or get out the VIP. Don't move again, nigga. And this one, and like you said, I found out all this in one shot.
Wow.
You don't got no class and you pussy. All this fucking 1 second. The nigga went like this. He told nigga to sit down, and there was a moment where we all like, are you gonna sit down? Get out.
Right, like what's gonna happen
And that
now?
nigga said, he sat down. Now, that part that made it crazy is because a few minutes later, one of the OGs that's with us, he don't know my man, he don't even know about the wing incident, he don't know shit. He said, yo, Five, this dude with you right here? I'm like, yeah. He said, oh, nah, son, you gotta get out of this big fake chain, man. I said, what? So now I gotta click on what chain? This nigga got the kilo crazy swinging, but it don't look right. So my man's who OG like, nah, son, no gold, son. That shit mad big, son. Get out of that monkey shit, man. So I finally tell him, yo, I want you to get out, bro. Oh, what? Yeah, so he want to get out. All right. So he get out, he go play his music, go with the DJ booth, cool. Shit lets out now. Now I'm watching. I see Tip leave, for security go, and I see my mans
Waiting.
from the fucking DJ booth, like T.I.'s leaving, and runs out. That's why I love being around real niggas too.
Right.
Because this dude runs out, and we in Brooklyn. You know what I mean? It's one of those times. He runs out the club. Yo, T.I. get the picture, man? Like, you know what I mean? Niggas told me, I know niggas, you know what I mean? Because his brain like, T.I., fuck with me. Yo, let me get that pic. And Tip responded to that nigga, nah, I'm not taking no pictures right now. And this is what God did. Because I don't want to be that friend and say, like, I'm trying to hold you back from making a connect.
Right.
But, you know, this is what it is. So when I come out, of course I see a nigga around, I'm like, look at this, he won't stop. I'm watching for half a block away, like, why is he doing this?
Yeah.
I don't run down there, I don't get no attitude, I literally walk slow as hell. Nigga, like, I don't care what you did. I get down there, and I hear this. Nah, I'm not taking no pictures, man. And down here, T.I., can we get a flick? This is Vogue magazine. Or somebody, out of nowhere. Tip like, all right. And then, he said, oh, 5 mics. Come get his pic, man. I bust out fucking laughing, so I couldn't believe it. I started laughing. I'm like, word? I walked right past my man, watch out, son. I told you bugging, son. I told you to stop doing that dumb shit.
Yeah.
I did a pic, and it's over. But that day, was the
You
last
found that
time
out.
I ever brought him around that situation because that day it was 8 events in 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Then you got
Right.
fake junior, you eat niggas' wings, you trying to get paparazzi pics. Like, yo,
get rid of- yeah.
it'll be an intimate night, I'm chilling.
Right.
No, and one thing about me, and I've been rapping a long time. I've been running around New York City a long time, freestyling, all that. I love all the OGs in hip hop. All the OG niggas, all of them, bro. I love them, bro. Because hip hop is so bullshit now. When you're a quality MC or a quality craft maker, like you said, you get in the studio for free. When you were the real craftsman. I don't give a fuck. Even if that's how it is, hip hop is. I told
Right.
you spit the most
Right.
incredible
Right.
verse. I'm like, bro, fuck money. You're
Yes.
nice.
You're nice. Come with me.
And the OGs have a different standard. And I feel like I'm where I'm at because of older people in the business. Just because they like, nah, Five's a good guy. But guess what else? They like, I met Five 20 times. I met Five Mics 20 times. They be reminding me, Five, I met you in Vegas, nigga. 19. I'm like, word? Because I go so hard. But guess what? Every time, you think every time I'm rapping? No, bro. I met a nigga at the bar. He found out from somebody else, you know, Five Mics mad funny in rap. Word? It be a year in. So by the time I ask him some business, nigga, like you said, you know, relationships, nigga, like, nah, I think I might just help Five out.
Right.
You know what I mean? I did know him for 2-3 years now.
Right.
Never asked about music. You know what I'm trying to say? So it's all about established relationships, and people can tell when it's genuine. I can tell when a nigga friend of me. We're professional at it. I can tell. Like, we deal with these people calling us, want favors all day. You can tell when a nigga like, I got you, you my nigga. Anything, you know what I'm saying? I can let him kill a nigga for you. Like, oh, man.
Right.
This guy gotta go. So, you know what I mean? You just could tell. Being genuine and real.
So you're saying you could tell genuine relationships, but you gotta be in prison to
find
figure
love.
out if you got real love.
Yeah, because we ain't saying that person love you. I just know you being genuine.
Right.
I told you, I got people that I'm genuine with. I be straight up with them. Fuck out of here. Da 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 da. I don't love you.
Right.
You know what I'm trying to say? Shit, if you try to hurt me today, I'll hurt you. There's no love there.
But sometimes you do get a sense when people are solid, like off the rip. Like I remember my first job ever was at High 97. I worked on the Star and Buck Wild show, right?
You work there?
Yeah, as an intern. High
That's a
97.
wild
Yo, shout out to
place.
Star.
Star and Buck Wild.
Star's the
Wild
OG.
show?
That's the OG right there.
That's how, yeah. I'm
Damn,
showing my age. I'm an old man, yeah.
Right.
Right after that, I left and I worked for Crystal Isaacs at Atlantic Records.
Right.
So at the time, she had this artist, named T.I., and he had the Rubber Band Man record out.
Oh, it's the same T.I.
Same T.I.
Right.
So Crystal Isaacs, who was the director over at Atlantic, she's like, yo, come with me. She took me, because she the one who got me the job at
I think I remember when you was going.
You remember that? Yeah. So she the one who got me the job at High 97. She's like, nah, come with me. I'm at Atlantic, come me over here.
Right.
And I got this new artist, man, from the South. His name is T.I. You know what I'm saying? He had the song Rubber Band Man. She says, Cisco, I want you to run around with him, just, because you're from New York. And at the time, he had like a really small circle. You know what I'm saying?
Still the same circle.
Yeah, it was a small circle, man. I think it was Jason
Jeter.
I think it was Jason Jeter and a couple other folks. And I remember going and being around with him a little bit. And this was a long time ago. And I just remembered his mindset. I saw it. I was like, yeah, this dude, he gonna be something different. Because he wasn't acting like a lot of the other rappers that I was running around with at the time.
Right.
Like I was making records and fucking with some of the niggas, that were popping from '94 when I was young, like Smooth the Hustler.
Smooth the Hustler.
Camp Low.
Yeah.
Map asked me earlier, he said, who did you manage? I'm like, nigga, who didn't manage? Like, I worked with so many people when I was young.
Right.
I was a young dude, but I always wanted the game.
It was moving.
Yeah, I always wanted to just be a part of the hip hop industry, man. So when I met T.I., and I ran around with him a little bit at a young age, and then just seeing his mindset, he was calculated, he was intelligent, he was articulate.
Super duper.
Just being around, I wasn't talking to him much because I was just like running around really working for them.
Right.
But I just saw how articulate he was and how he spoke, you know what I mean? And just the way he moved, and I was like, okay, this is different, So everything else that happened after that, when, with getting the big deal with Grand Hustle and all that shit at Atlantic Records, none of that surprised me. I think you get a good sense of that. You know what I mean?
Is it within seconds or minutes?
What do you mean?
Because when I meet a person,
Oh, in that sense? Yeah, no, it's quick, man.
Quick.
It's quick.
my
You see
shit go
it.
like this, bro.
You
I
see it.
swear to God. I know,
Yeah,
bro.
you see it. You
There's
see
people
it.
I talk to in a second. I'm like, yo, I'm talking to you, but this conversation's ended.
Right.
And because you could talk to, like I said, you might see a guy named, what up, Tim? What up? But I will never open that door of energy for you. That means for an argument, nigga. That means for me to ask you about your personal life. None of that.
Right.
I'm just gonna give a pound.
Yeah.
I might stand out here and smoke this bogey
What
with you.
is
but-
it? What is it that separates people?
Like when you don't want to deal with that? I think it's
No,
keep,
what is the, this guy, he's gonna do something, and what's the, no, I gotta get the hell away from him?
I think it's the red flags. I used to be around Jay-Z a lot, at a certain point, especially like with the Hard Knock Life tour.
Yeah.
Heart of the City with him and Mary J. Blige.
Right.
Went on the road. I was able to spend a lot of time around him at that point, and then we would have dinners at 4040 with him and Beyonce. And I'm talking about like just sitting down next to, Hov and just talking to him. And what I identified was his circle was always, to this day, it's just the same people.
Yeah.
You're not getting around Jay-Z. You're not. You might get into a fucking meeting with him.
Right.
But I'm
well, if you're around, you're
Ty
selected to be
Emery,
around, bro.
OG Juan, you know what I mean? Like,
Right.
Shout out to the big homie OG Juan, and Rob. It's family, you know what I'm saying? But what I realize is he identified, I'm just speaking about Jay at this point, and it's similar to Tip. I can imagine. I haven't seen Tip in all these years, but Jay I could speak a little bit more acutely on when I say that he identified the right people he wanted around him. It's like, okay, there's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 people in this room.
Right.
I'm taking these 4 with me. That's what I feel. I
Right.
think that's how the Jay looked at it.
Right.
For whatever reason, he
You gotta pick your circle.
He identified,
Right.
you know, he filtered out, even within the circle, who I'm gonna go on this journey with. And if you notice it, you see it as it ascended. And you'll notice in the records when he says, you know, you're welcome, OG. I made you a lot of money, nigga. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
you know, 99,000 for the wine bill. Keep it real with you. That was Juan's bill. You see what I'm saying? He's saying the same shit he just said 5 years ago on another record. He promoting his man. Now he's saying the same thing.
Right.
100,000. That wasn't my bill. That was OG Juan bill. He paid that. My own, you know,
Right.
my homie's still getting money with me.
Right.
He's not saying a new nigga's name.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I realized, like, to me, that's the difference in great business acumen versus somebody who was not as bright in terms of navigating through their career. If you wonder why you see certain motherfuckers just become millionaires, 100 millionaires and billionaires, it's not so much that they know everything.
No.
They know the right people to put in position that they can trust
Right.
and facilitate everything for them and then keep them in that circle.
Which a true leader does.
You know what I'm saying? And you see a lot of these motherfuckers that they go through a lot of changes within their career. You'll see their management changes all the time.
Yes.
Their labels change.
Well, they got their new mans with them.
There's a new, what happened to your man? Nah, I ain't with him no more.
Right.
So you see the dysfunction within that in itself.
Right.
You know what I mean? So that's what I learned. Like, oh shit, let me take a step back at a certain point and just try to restructure and re-identify, like, who's the right people to have around, you know? That's gonna have my best interest at heart.
I have a
when
question
I'm
for
around.
both of y'all. You, because you know where you stand in the business and math super artist. Do you feel like that's on purpose though? Like as far as like, it's a point you made. I can't recite it back all the way, but you were saying, damn, so we were talking about Jay, and that's what I'm trying to say. What about the people? Like, is Jay-Z a great hand picker, or that's how destiny rolled it out? Because some people try to pick the right people.
Right.
They try, bro.
Right.
They try. Yo, now I gotta pick the right squad, yo.
Right.
And when it's showtime, it doesn't happen. So I feel like, is it
this- but
purpose?
that's what I'm saying.
Is Jay-Z had the right crew because that's how
Excellent
God did it?
But it goes full circle because I
Excellent
feel
question, by
like
the way.
what Jay found out was along that journey, who was affected and who wasn't, who had the right effect and who had the wrong effect, who were the people that he could see continually being there and was still themselves, and who was the people who started changing around.
I understand,
and
but I-
finding
This is making a
out
point
new
though.
Let me
things.
jump-
All
let me jump
childhood
for 1
friends
second.
though he's talking about.
Yes, true. But
Right.
let me
Tip too, the
let me
childhood
add
friend.
this, and I wish I fucking told Rob to come, but it's my fault. I told Rob to come too late because I wanted Rob here for the just to be a part of this conversation,
Right.
because he could speak well to it too. That's part of it. The other part of it is, I know this is my guy, and no matter what, I could sleep at night like a baby, knowing that he's not gonna get into no trouble when I'm not around. Right? He's not gonna do anything to affect this brand. If you notice, anytime that anybody has gotten into any kind of shit around Jay, he's like, all right, they gotta go.
They know it, the world knows it.
He quick to, he's gonna cut you off. You too vocal. You whatever you're doing that's not making sense and it's not moving this brand forward, and you're moving this brand backwards. Even
yeah.
Dame Dash. Listen, I used to be neighbors with Dame Dash, right? You know, I used to be in the elevator with him. We used to see each other downstairs in the parking lot. I have a tremendous amount of respect for him. I think he's a brilliant businessman, but I also see a lot in him just how he got in his own way. You know what I
Right.
mean? You had the biggest artist in the world. The fucking ship was sailing. All you had to do was just go lay in the back. You don't got to drive it anymore. Because Jay-Z wanted to ascend to that business mogul. He wanted to be looked at as the business print of that corporation.
Right.
He don't want you taking the credit for it anymore.
Right.
You got it. You got the Armadale. We did some things. That's cool. Now
Right.
go sit down. Let me ascend. Let me grow.
Right.
And then Dame didn't want to do that. Dame was like, nah. When they were having those
When
having
he told the
conversations,
story
like,
about the secret meetings and stuff like that, he didn't necessarily
Was it about the
appreciate
Def Jam
not
shit?
being there. Yeah.
because he wanted them out. Why I want you
I've
there?
heard-
If
I've
I
heard-
got a different partner now that's just as smart as you, just as savvy as you, he can run this shit top to bottom, and he doesn't want any kind of attention or limelight, or he don't want to stick in front of cameras and say, I'm the CEO, I'm the man, I'm this. Google OG1 and see how many pictures you can find of him. You know TT and Todd? You know TT? Shout out to my niggas. You know, like, because Juan's like, yo, listen, I'm the man behind the business. I just want to be a businessman. I don't.
Right. I don't want to.
Nah, I don't want none of that shit.
I don't want to steal the limelight.
No, I don't want the limelight.
Right.
My artist, or excuse me, my business partner is the biggest entity in the world. Why the fuck do I want to keep dancing in front of that?
Right.
And I think that was the detriment to you know, when you look at Dame and that relationship, and just it circles back to what you were saying. It's like, you know, either you pick the right people, and if you do pick the right people, at a certain point you might find the need to make adjustments so you can move forward.
Right.
Right? Just because you had him, he was good for a certain point, you can't get mad at him because it's like, yo, all right, now we can't continue on this because you're not falling in line properly.
And it's funny that you say that because I just saw Beanie Siegel, his interview on Drink Champs.
Shout out to Beans.
Shout out to
I love
Beans. Shout out to
Beanie
Beans. Beans, what up, man? We try to get you over here too, but you know, Drink Champs thing just went down. Gotta let that air because Nori covers so much. Yo, salute
Really?
to Nori.
Okay.
Salute to Nori for sure.
Salute to Nori. I gotta sit back now and try to figure out what he didn't ask. You know what I mean?
Right. He is the culture.
Facts. He is. Shout out to Nori. But one thing Siegel said, he brought up the time when he was having those court issues, and he got locked up, and the judge asked Jay-Z,
Yeah. I
would
know
you
the
be
story.
responsible for his whereabouts?
Yeah.
He said no.
And he said no. For Siegel, that hit hard. But he said in hindsight, looking back, he understood Jay had a plan. And what he was doing at that time didn't reflect that. Now, those are tough decisions that people have to make in their careers because there's a lot of friends. Now, I mean, you remember, there used to be
They ain't asking for bill though.
bunch of niggas around me.
They
I
asking
was
for
about to
bill.
say,
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Bunch of dudes around me.
definitely.
But at some point, it stops making sense to carry everybody. Because you start to realize,
You can't carry it.
But I think
yo,
what
this
it's-
ain't,
but it's
this
what-
ain't,
Can't do it.
But it's
you don't
what you
belong
want.
in this room. You know what I mean? Like you don't belong. There's
but
something
it's
you
what you
missing
want.
about this shit. You know what I mean?
You
And
said
it-
nothing wrong with telling them
And it
either.
kind of makes sense for this episode also. Sometimes you don't understand.
It's a fact.
You know what I mean?
And
you
understand is the number one thing, especially with the mingling or in rooms with other big wigs or people with business.
right.
In the room, you said some dumb shit. It's so hard to. What do? Tap you under the table. Stop, son. You're going crazy right now. Stop.
Right.
Text you.
Right.
That's I can't teach. It's like I can't teach you in action.
Not only that, you're not thinking effectively because you have to do that.
Yeah, I'm hustling.
You
I'm
worried about
talking.
your, and I've been there.
That's a big
You worried about
responsibility,
your man
bro.
embarrassing you and
Right.
then saying some stupid shit, fucking up your potential
And
deal.
people know that too, because we
Right?
know him. I know him every day. So
Yeah.
when he bring you in the room, he don't have to say much. I can tell the way he holding his cup. Like, why you so tense? Like, oh, your man's here. And what if I'm not so? I might encourage him. Yo, what up, yo? Like, oh, now you talking to him? This nigga, I don't even have to say anything. But it's what, because
No, it's true.
it's true.
Right.
It's true. You know, point back.
Who would
Go ahead.
before you even
Sorry.
get to
Please.
who were those people in your life?
In terms of what?
The people that you had to shed to get where you were going.
I think everybody except for your family. I
Talk
think
that
what
talk.
I just took from 5 mics was so deep, and I respected it so much. He said, "Yo,
Appreciate it.
that's my cousin over there. I got my cousin too.
Right.
It's family. You see what I'm saying? You know, because at the end of the day, your family is just that's unconditional love, it's
Facts.
support. You know, I don't have to put on a facade.
And we can feel that when you tell him, trust me, that's my cousin. It's damn near like, I did trust him more than you. I can feel it.
Right.
I feel the trust.
I don't want to have to. I might not want to be Cisco today. I might just want to be a motherfucker that just hangs out in a project staircase and, you know, visit the kids and just chill, or maybe I'm going through something, or, you know, I don't want to feel like I'm on stage every day. And what happens is when, you know, you have friends that you bring wise man told me this, and I didn't listen to it, unfortunately, until it was a fucking headache. The minute you hire your friend to work for you,
Let's say one right here.
he ain't your friend no more.
He ain't your fucking
He's your
friend.
employee. Now that employee comes with expectations because his lifestyle, right, and the ability to maintain that lifestyle is dictated by what you give him. So if it's like, hey man, it's a slow
Little
month.
Jew right there.
Now that motherfucker might have just jumped out the window for you 3 months ago. But now he's like, yo, you hitting him off. You trying to like, yo, man, I'll take care of your rent. I get, whatever I can do for you. Now, if the day comes, it's like, yeah, I'm tight, my nigga. I can't. I ain't got nothing for you. What? Cheap ass nigga, man. I don't have niggas come out with me to restaurants at certain times, and they start ordering all type of shit.
I seen that one.
And I'm like, what?
Like the
Rack
biggest,
of lamb,
the biggest lobster.
the African lobster tail. And I'm like, nigga, I'm ordering chicken. Because this is just the
He said the African lobster tail.
Yeah,
I'll take
the
that
big
one.
shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And
No,
I'm just
you
like,
say this crazy, but you said just to me. I swear I see somebody order the big. We
big
all
short.
like, what?
And it's like,
They're
yo,
like,
wow,
bro,
why you
it's
did
a
that?
fucking
What you doing?
business meeting, man. And now guess what? Yo, bro, I know you need to just order that shit. Yo, what you mean, man? And now you start to create this animosity, this disdain amongst people that you loved and loved you. Like I said, they're not your friend no more. The minute you hired them and you gave them, an opportunity to make some money with you, then they're not your, the expectations are there and they're not
You
your
said
friend
some
no
real
more.
shit. You can't bring
know what I'm
nobody,
saying?
bro.
So,
bring
it's like I said, family, just keep your family around you, or
Because family can be bad too sometimes.
Absolutely.
Well, I mean, if you can
That's
identify
what
the right
I'm
ones,
saying
yeah.
here, saying, y'all keep saying family. Family be the ones that be the ones the first to
well, maybe
stab
we
you
should
in
say
your
the
back.
person you choose to make your
in
family.
your family, exactly. Or
Yeah.
I think it goes back to
people in your
picking the
family
crew.
you choose,
I can say
You
that.
gotta pick the family list.
Yeah.
Because like you said, some of them cousins is programmed to fuck it
Yeah.
up.
Ultimately, we are family because we are God's children.
Facts.
Right.
Facts.
So
Like I've known Math almost 20 years. He never asked me for a fucking dime. I never asked him for a fucking dime.
Yeah.
But it's always been love. You
Right.
get what I'm saying? I could see him 5 years from now and it would never change
That's gonna be Jay, but the same thing with me.
because of the history. You
It's
know what I'm saying?
bugged out. It's bugged
So
out.
certain people was just like when he's like, yo, bro, I'm like, that's it. You tell me where I gotta be, I'm there. Because like I said, at the end of the day, that's my friend. I told him yesterday. I asked him I said, yo, bro, it was good seeing you. My friend.
Yeah. That means
I was
a
good
lot.
seeing that. I asked him.
Yeah.
He was like, nigga, look at me on the phone like, what? I said, bro, it was good seeing my friend, man. Why? I mean, fuck all this other shit, man. Smoke and mirrors.
Yeah. Yeah.
It
of
goes, it
course.
comes. It's like
Goes, it
that.
comes.
Yeah.
It is. And you asked another question earlier that I thought was really interesting about in terms of money. Money will not ultimately make you happy. It will just pacify the demons in your life if you don't straighten out those demons that are there.
right.
You see what I'm saying? Happiness is something that you can achieve on your own without it.
Yes, or peace.
You know what I'm saying? Or peace of mind.
I'm glad you mentioned that.
To me, which is the most valuable, peace of mind. Yo, I don't know. Is it like when you be at the beach? I swear, or when your kid, when you chilling and your kid run by and do something so innocent and happy, you be like, life is good, bro. I'm blessed that my kid could do that.
Right.
And me witness it. Wow. I don't hear nothing, no violence. That peace of mind, that's just priceless to me.
That's why I think having some sort of faith
Faith in
kind of
two
helps.
And that's,
You know what I
and
mean?
That's
Like-
what I
like-
was going to say.
Right.
Go ahead.
Because
Keep
he didn't make that point too. And even your subject matter is very important to be said.
because that's important, man. You gotta. There's not gonna be a lot of real love around,
Right.
and you gotta kind of have like some sort of relationship up here with either a higher power or something
Absolutely.
that is gonna keep you stable.
Yes, agreed.
When everything around you is burning, you know what I'm saying? And sometimes you get into these uncomfortable situations, and the only thing that's gonna keep you grounded as to who you are is that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's real important.
I think a lot of artists are big on that. In certain genres like rock and roll, there's a lot of, we not down with this. We doing this.
Right.
But I feel like come from where we come from with hip hop, like we believe in God in our culture. You know what I'm trying to say? Like
Which is crazy because people like love these Illuminati and
Conversations?
doing this. Like being somebody that's been in the industry for a while and you've been
I'm glad you asked this question.
Right.
You good there?
Have you ever seen like strange devil worship?
I told you this
or
on the
like,
phone. I told you this on the phone. Real talk. I tell people, people get mad when I say this, bro. They get so mad. And then they like double eye me, like, what? And I be telling her, like, yeah, bro, you hanging with me, bro. I'm telling you straight to your face, no. Now, have I heard things? Yes. Have I heard, fine, don't go to that club, so ain't wilding in there. That's it. You feel me?
Right.
I have never been nowhere. Busting the room, whoa! Because I told you, certain people, like you said, when you're genuine and real, certain people don't, bro, they would call me, bro. I don't know about the part, I don't know.
Yeah.
I hate that shit more on the streets. You know what I'm saying? Just like, I want to say this too. And this for everybody that's independent. Anybody's working, trying to become something. Don't listen to stereotypes or no fashion. And you don't have to be compromised in no shape or form to be successful.
Right.
You know what you have to do? You have to fucking work hard than everybody else. Like, that's it. Mike Tyson showed you that.
Right.
There's a lot of big stars with fucking problems. But you know what they did more than everybody? Worked on their craft. Fuck that, I'm throwing the best punches ever, nigga.
Right.
We'll work about my mental later. Right now, the best punches. So that right there is where people blow up. But, because even me, I'm for the streets.
Right.
So I'm telling you, when I'm sitting back and they're like, yo, Five, you go to Hollywood, you're gonna be on coke, and you're gonna be gay. What? For mad long, I'm not going to studios. For mad long, I'm like, nah, because they're gonna try me, they ain't gonna let me be myself.
Right.
Bro, the minute I got to Hollywood, I was like, yo, you know what a big illusion is? The something gonna happen to you. That's the biggest cap in the world, bro. The boogeyman's coming to get you, bro. You feel me? And I feel like with being successful in entertainment, that's a big basis of it.
Right.
You know what I'm trying to say? That's a big basis of it. You don't find you gotta work hard until you fucking on that schedule, nigga. It's been 3 weeks. And you can't really chill with shorty. When? You gotta get up at 6:30. This is when you start saying like, oh shit, they didn't say it was all this work. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing drugs, I'm doing this, where's the, like, no, you gotta work hard too, we forgot to tell you that. Fuck that other shit, don't matter. You the best?
Right.
So that's why I feel like.
So you've never seen or...
Me personally?
You've heard, but you have never seen.
Nah, bro. I've been, somebody offended me one time and they never even said it to me, bro. I was on the phone and he stated something about himself or whatever in a like a open conversation.
What was it?
Just, you know what I mean? It's just something I didn't care for. And was it offensive? Yeah. But guess what? He wasn't in the room. He was in Canada. We was over the phone and I did not know him. It was an Instagram guy that wanted to do some business.
What was it? Tell a story.
So he just offensive. I explained to him the book. First of all, he said, Five, Mike should do the movie, I'm an NFL player. I want to put it in the movie. So I got plenty of people put in the film. So all right, cool. So I said, call me. Give me my number. And I don't do all that, but you know, it's Instagram, blah, blah, blah. Call the dude. And I'm like, what's good, bro? So what you trying to do? He's like, yeah, man, yo, you gonna blow up, blah, blah, blah. I see you moving, man. So look, I want to invest, but you know what I'm saying? I want to party too, man. Now, what this guy don't know is I don't do drugs. And I don't party. I don't party. Do I go to functions? Yes. Do I make people laugh and all that shit? Yes. But I don't drink. So to go to a party and get drunk and shit is just out of place. And he said, yeah, man, you know, I like guys and girls, so you know what I'm saying? Do. This is what I did. I said, yo, what you said, bro? And for the first time in my life, bro, I see, yo, my nigga, let me tell you something, yo. You the most unprofessional, lame-ass nigga I ever fucking met, nigga. And I hung up the phone. That's not where I come from when I feel offended.
Right.
You know what I mean? I spoke to some of my big wigs, spoke to my friends. And they're like, what'd you say? I told them it was unprofessional.
Right.
Because that's the truth. You know what I'm saying? I just feel, but that was the worst thing. I've been in the music business for 15 to 20 years. Again, even when Me Too came out, I said, whoa, that shit happening? I'm telling you some real shit.
Yeah.
Because I feel that whoever I'm around, they're not bringing that to me.
Right.
Well, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm not the guy for that. They call me for whatever they call me for. Right. So, because somebody asked a question, like, nah, it never happened. And I feel like the KKK, they're not inviting Five Mics in the office to offend me. Right. You know what I'm trying to say? They know, you know, it's gonna be offensive. So I don't sign up for that. And I think that also works when you be a real artist. Because you made a good point that sometimes you turn it off, right? Well, what happens with us influencers and Instagram people is that I might not be so famous for rapping. They might find out later I rap. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Motherfuckers only follow me for keeping it real.
That's it.
Keeping it real. So it's like when does keeping it real go wrong? You know what I'm trying to say? Because
Right.
that's what made me. So I get mad. I had an argument with my sister. Somebody said, yeah, I want to get to know Anthony, not Five Mics. That shit got me tight. I said, yo, You don't want to fucking get to know Anthony Strong. Anthony Strong's a fucking criminal. Anthony Strong's a depressed, like, he's fucked up.
Right.
But he's entertaining. Five Mics is a professional. Five Mics is a really nice guy and smart and thinks about what he says, everything.
Right.
You know what I'm trying to say? Anthony Strong, that's a personal thing. Like, you need to let a couple years go if you
keep
know
people
him.
away from that.
You know what I'm trying to say? I just feel like it's a boundary. But, again, so in that case, I wanted to be treated like Five Mics. I feel like Five Mics is most recent. You love Five Mics. You don't know me. You like Five Mics, right? You like, you know what I mean? That's who you like. So let's not diss the real character because there is no character in some people's cases. You're buying into the realness.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But that also could be dangerous. You feel me? That could also make you say some stupid shit, offend somebody, or wild out. Niggas like, yo, son, say, nah, fuck that, I'm fighting. You know what I mean? Like, because you're trying to be real.
Right.
You know what I mean? We ran into that. People do that.
I think that at some point we all make characters, though. I think that Anthony is the original child of God. At some point, Anthony made up a character, whether it was before Five Mics or not. Somewhere Anthony made a character, just like somewhere Whitfield made a character of Sean Bigger, just like somewhere Justin made a character of Mav.
Right.
We all make characters, you know what I'm saying? Characters get made up somewhere in our upbringing, and it's used as a representative to protect the actual person that we are, the child that we are, the child of God that we are, in the world of sin, in the world of devil that we in.
Right.
I think that when he asks the question about, again, the devil worship, you know, 'cause that's basically what you asked him if he ever seen that.
No, specifically
Okay.
the Illuminati shit.
The Illuminati.
That they
that they talking about on the internet.
Right.
You know,
I never, but are we talking hip hop?
yeah. The Illuminati is anytime we go against what we know is right. Whether we know it or not.
But that's not what I'm talking about.
You're talking about
because
that really
people
is
do
the
that
Illuminati.
shit every day.
And everybody
Every day.
really is a part of the Illuminati, and they have no idea about it. Anytime that you go against God, you are a part of that regime, whether you realize it or not. People are making it like, oh, are you selling your soul? Are you doing it? You do that every time. You go against God. Every time you go against God, you are on that ship, a part of that Illuminati or whatever. People might make it and turn it and twist it into all other type of things, but it's all on the same boat.
But some stuff is false. It's just like every hood nigga could fight. No. Every hood nigga's not gonna snitch. Every nigga with Timbs is tough.
Right.
No.
Yeah.
That's what they do with rap. I'm trying to tell you, me being a street nigga, getting all the way to a Jay-Z all the way. When you get up there, you realize the Jay-Z's more regular than everybody.
Oh yeah,
It's
absolutely.
a cat. Jay-Z's a billion. He's supposed to be the craziest nigga ever.
Absolutely.
Jay-Z's in there like, yo, what's good, yo?
A lot of us in this room have directly dealt with them before the game.
Some of this shit ain't right. Because some of this to keep your ass where you at. Nah, Hollywood's not for you. There's monsters and scary people over there. Stay over here.
Yeah.
I'm trying to tell you, there's so many kids with super duper talent.
What was it called? The Village? That movie, The Village, Night Shyamalan? Where they kept telling everybody that lived in the village, if you go outside the village, there's these demons that's going to kill you.
That's the oldest trick in the book, bro.
But it turned out to be the elders in the village wanting to keep their kids safe in the village with them.
Facts.
And they did that for generations. Have you ever seen anything?
I'm gonna say this because I think you guys are bringing up a really interesting point. Me personally, what I realized in this game at a certain point, and I decided to be like, nah, leading by intimidation is not it. Trying to be aggressive, because we used to do that shit. We run up on DJs and play the record, you know.
Yeah.
What I realized was anybody that was the epitome of aggression was finding a point where they were falling. Look at Suge Knight. It hit, right? Mm-hmm. He hit that ceiling. It was like somebody knocked his ass out, and then he wasn't viewed as to the world as that tough guy anymore.
Right.
But keep in mind, he built an entire empire off of that image.
Right.
Right? The other dude, 40 Glock. There's so many instances of guys that were building careers, successful careers, off just being like super aggressive and, animalistic and just, and then what you realize is like, there's always a ceiling to that shit.
Yeah, I'm about to say, there's only one result.
There's always somebody that's gonna come and check your ass or hit you when you're not looking.
Yes.
And now you're gonna falter to that. And now guess what? Everything that you built is gonna crumble now because you built everything off of that intimidation factor.
Right.
That was your cachet. That was your headline on Madison Square Garden. I'm the toughest motherfucker in the game.
Right.
But now you're not no more because somebody hit you when you wasn't looking or whatever the case may be. When I saw that, I was like, this is different. Fuck this.
I'm gonna start looking.
Being a tough guy is a job that has very little pay and it's 24 hours.
No reward, bro.
And it's like, there's no reward to it. You know what I'm saying? Don't look at me like I'm tough no more. I don't want you to.
Right.
You look at me like I'm a regular guy. I'm an actor, I'm a musician, I'm a father, I'm a businessman.
That comes
I'd
with
rather that
maturity,
perception
man.
because there's no expectation with that perception. But God forbid, anything goes left, I'm gonna defend myself and then, if I have to. But it's not something I'm gonna utilize as my staying point to achieve something or be successful. Because like I said, if you name them, anybody that's led by intimidation, at some point in time, somebody done ran up on their ass and hit them or hurt them, and they took that away from them.
Right.
Now what do? Right? Five Mike's made an amazing point when you mentioned Jay-Z. And I'm not just saying that because of just, just
People
being around
swear you
him.
say that, yeah, but
It's
you
just
do
like,
that. It's the truth.
Jay-Z's not looking to you move around with Jay-Z. There's earpieces. You see these bouncers that are huge with the big t-shirts and all that shit that these motherfuckers run around with. Jay-Z got motherfuckers with custom suits that are like a block away in an SUV. And then mind you, there's one in front of him, one behind him, but there's also one a block away with an earpiece that's communicating with the guy in front. It's way different. He's not selling a tough image. He's a businessman moving along. So why not do that? Why not replicate Warren Buffett?
Some of us was tricked though.
You know what I'm saying?
Some of us was tricked.
You can.
We don't replicate Warren Buffett because, with the exception of Jay and maybe Rick Ross,
You didn't even know him, right?
it wasn't the message.
Don't do
not
that.
the
Don't do
image they
that.
put
No,
out
that's
there.
not the information that you're looking for. I'm gonna tell
That's
you,
a fact.
I'm gonna tell you a motherfucker right now,
I'm listening.
okay, that made one hot record and has as much money as probably almost anybody.
Chameleon,
Come shake
everybody
my
know who
hand.
you're talking about.
Come shake
The
my hand.
millionaire.
Everybody know who you're
I
talking
respect
about.
you
Chameleon.
on a whole nother level right now, my brother.
I didn't know for a second.
That was
How
dope.
you ain't know that?
I
didn't know
Everybody,
for a second.
everybody, I knew
I
soon as
respect
he
you
said
on a
that,
whole
he
I'm
talking about
dead ass.
Chameleon.
On a whole nother level,
That's the
my
only
brother.
dude that
I
really did
respect
it
you.
like that.
That is the truth.
Chameleonaire.
Yeah, I
One
knew that
fucking
all
record.
immediately.
One record. Yeah, one record. And he's,
Rod and dirty.
I don't know, he's probably a billionaire by now. Quietly. He went out to Silicon Valley.
Yeah, he invested in so much. Smart.
He
smart,
opened.
smart.
He bought a house and got a bunch of app developers to live in. It's called a startup venture, a startup home, and he bought a house and moved in a bunch of like these app developers, Indian kids, white kids, to develop apps. And he said, whoever comes up with the best app, send it to me, and I'm gonna go invest in it. And that's what he did. And his first one, I think, was called a Magic Studio or something like that. He sold that to Disney. Was that? I don't know. He sold that for $100 million. Then he went and took that, invested it in like Lyft and Uber and all
Yeah,
this
all
other
that shit. No, this dude is crazy with
It
it.
was crazy.
Like you said, for one record.
Hundreds of millions of dollars off of one record.
Wow.
So I think it's what you do with it. It's not about that. And then you got artists that have sold 10 million records and they're broke. They're filing bankruptcy. They've got
Facts.
liens against their homes and their mortgages and their cars. I really think it's about what you do with the success, man.
Yeah,
So,
trying to keep up that lifestyle after things ain't moving the right way for them.
It's not just that. It's just not pivoting properly.
Yeah.
And I speak for myself. I've been a victim of that myself. Just, oh shit, that wasn't smart. You know what I mean? Then you got, okay, we'll fix something else out. And you have to continue to try to evolve and move and but I think once again to go back full circle, you're talking about Jay and certain people, the genius is not in your business decisions. The genius is in the people you align yourself with, and you pick the right motherfuckers to go out and conduct your business. And Jay-Z's always been, to me, the king of that. He'll find the right people like John Monopoly and Juan, and you know.
I hate to say where he got that from, because to me, that sounds like the meme I put up the other day, like, oh, you sold drugs? Well, you can run a company. That's right. Oh, you did that? Well, you can do this. The only reason that sounds like to me you can handpick people because you had a block before. Or you had to fucking tell 10 niggas, yo, bro, you are working this corner right here, nigga. I gave you this, you're doing this, and I went in 5,000 by Friday, bro. I don't forget no number. See Jay-Z? I don't see Jay-Z in action back in the days.
Right.
But I swear to God, he looked like to me, and most of the OGs I know, they're number book niggas. You be chilling with these niggas, and nigga be like, hold up, fam. Right here, on Tuesday, I gave you $750. Like, nigga, you're not there, nigga, at the bar. You told me you got me.
Right.
What? $750 right here, bro. Now you're asking for 10,000. Before I do anything, it's $750. Forget that's right here. Jay-Z like that type of nigga. I gave you 3 ounces, son, on the 16th. It's the 19th now. You know what I mean? So he's very smart, but I feel like that's that era of organization. I don't know why. I don't know why.
It's actually something that comes from Henry Ford. Henry Ford.
Yeah,
Henry
crazy.
Ford built his empire by recruiting people who were experts in the things that he needed around him.
Genius.
He knew about cars. Cars was fine. Marketing, business, and all that shit. He didn't know about that. So he would go find people who were experts and make them join the team. And once he created the right circle, everything just went up.
Crazy.
Steve Jobs.
Watched the president do that. Donald Trump just did that. His whole 4 years he was president.
Donald Trump actually did like a
He
entertainer
hired, yeah,
in his
the
beginning of
experts.
his real estate career. He
and
lied.
made them argue.
Right.
He gassed us all.
Matt, let me ask you a question. At what point did you say, okay, cool, I'm gonna start to do different shit outside of the battle rap shit that you got successful with it, and niggas knew you all over the world with it, and then you started to say to yourself, all right, cool, I'm gonna go start to create other avenues, and you started doing the podcast thing that you're doing now and other stuff. When did that happen to you? And what was your mindset at that point when you was
It's
like, I'm gonna
always
do that?
happened. I've always, and this is weird, and I feel like not everybody's gonna understand it. What people thought was like a lot of aggression or just me being a certain way, I've always believed in myself with what I could do. I've never looked at anybody and said, whoa, that's too crazy. I don't think I could do that. I always felt like I could learn that shit.
Right.
I could know how to do that shit.
Most stars feel that way though.
You know what I mean?
I'm telling you, it's a part of business. If you don't have that, you might not be able to.
But that's what it is. Like as solid as the floor is under my feet, that's my belief in myself. I walk on it. And I just never looked at anything that this might be too difficult. I might not have known if it was gonna work, but I was never scared to try it.
But you still got taken off track a couple times. What was it in you?
Personal shit.
What was it in you? I want to know this. What was it in you that said, all right, I knew the dose thing because he bumped you with the hat. That made sense. Then you went and snuffed
Serious
Sirius.
Jones.
Well, I like Sirius. Sirius is a nice guy.
That was foul.
I didn't understand that one.
Sirius
You know what I'm
Jones
saying? And it was like
foul.
It was like the old math kicking
I'm
in
keeping
you.
real.
You know what I'm saying?
No.
I like Sirius Jones too, y'all.
what
When you
was
did that,
that
Just
was
to break
like, yo.
break all that down. It wasn't an old math, it wasn't a new math. It was just dealing with life. And some people just deal with life differently. If you grew up fighting, when you have a problem, your instincts is gonna be fight. You know what I mean? Some people grew up talking or yelling at each other, so their instinct is gonna be, I'm gonna yell when I'm upset. You know what I mean? My daughter was out of my life for 9 years.
I know
During
you
that
had her,
time,
by the way, but go ahead.
during that time, that summer, I went to look for her in Miami. I was supposed to have like a situation worked out with her mom's where we would go to court. I would get the joint custody. I'd be able to come see her. I'd get visitation and all that. And she ghosted me.
moms.
Yeah.
Devastating.
And I was out there trying to line up environments with pictures, driving around, you know what I mean? But being what I was doing, I didn't feel like I could just say this to the world. Because battle rappers are stupid. They'll say that shit in a fucking battle or something.
There's the answer, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Battle rap is dangerous.
Right.
Dangerous.
Right, and I already knew how people viewed me,
always commend you,
so they'll
man.
probably be like, oh, he probably used to do this, or he probably used to do that, and that's why that's, but it wasn't none of that. You know what I mean? So dealing with that, I stayed out in Miami as long as I could. People thought I moved out there. I was really out there doing that. And when I came back to New York, it was to get a check, to keep shit going, and battle on Sirius Jones. When I came back, I wasn't good up here. You know what I mean? So anything, you're on edge. You're already on edge. Like
I've lived that life.
You know what I mean? That's why walking through the hood, that's why hood people are so unpredictable. Because you don't know the circumstances of someone's household. You don't know what's going on in their life. And they could be right there on the edge. And you're that one last drop of water that just makes that shit overflow. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's a fact.
It could be anything. You know what I mean? So that's pretty much what it was. And once I saw how letting my emotions, not controlling them, not checking them, not being who I was supposed to be.
How you get so good at it? I see you, I told you 1 second. Last time I see you, you came to say what's up to me. I said, math. Nah, son. Proud of you. You're like, what you talking about? I'm like, nah, you're a different person.
Right.
It only took you 1 second, nigga. I know you for a minute. Like, a long time. You don't remember you came to Atlanta and you about to beat up the promoter? Nah, this dude.
I'd like to thank Sean Newell for her contribution.
She's doing a great job. I want to thank her too. She's doing a great job.
No, but it was a lot of stuff that I knew. She just kind of put me in the habit of applying it daily. You know what I mean? Sometimes you need that. Sometimes you know the right thing to do.
Atlanta,
you just don't think about it every day. And sometimes
you remember having to call me down to ATL?
Over what?
Nigga, yo, this is so long ago that battle, that's probably like the third battle rap in ATL type shit. Like, there's no no battle rapping like that. Like, even when I told people, like, yo, you know Mav Hoffa, the battle rap, like, he's over there, like, battle rap? And it was like one of those.
Yeah.
The guy, now, I ain't see Mav in a minute. Mav, like, yo, I'm in Atlanta, 5, where the fuck you at? That's my nigga, I'm not pulling up. And I pull up with a major gangster, a person that I don't want to even get hyped.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I said to him, yo, Mav is mad intense. Don't let that shit, like, entice you to be intense. So he intense. He like, word. But as soon as you came up, it was cool. And whatever happened, we was like, yo, this nigga came outside of me on like a side block by the spot. And was like, yo, about to go fuck this nigga up, son.
Oh, 5.
I looked at him, I said, yo, I couldn't believe it. I said, yo, I looked at him, niggas in there, hip hop, niggas better. And he's like, yo, I'm about to knock this nigga the fuck out, man. He looked in there, yeah, son. About 2 minutes. I said, yo, Mav, ain't you a battle rapper, nigga? Ain't you a rapper, nigga? He said, I don't give a fuck 5 mics. They gonna pay my money, nigga. Got me out here. Gonna pay my fucking money.
Yeah.
It got so bad while we was having a conversation, if I'm not mistaken, the dude came outside. And I was so happy he did. Because it was like, Mav was gonna hurt him. One, because we from the streets. I'm sorry, you from New York. If I tell you I'm gonna fuck you up at 3 o'clock, bro, at 3 o'clock, I'm gonna fuck you up. And while I'm hitting you, I'm gonna remind you, I told you I was gonna fuck you up. So I see that in you. But when he came outside, he remixed it. Because when he came outside, you had me like, yo, man, I have to do it. Hip hop, son. And I see you look at me like, fuck, and you got the money from me, you do what you did, you rap, you did your thing. But that day, I told my man, like, oh, man, Hoffa doing too much, son. I'm chilling with him, this nigga started fighting, about to jump the whole club.
Yo,
this is a regular drop
but here's the funny thing, 5. You know where I went after that?
Where?
I went to Miami to do exactly
what you said.
What I said.
So you had the early intents from there.
And you know what the promoter did? He said, don't worry, I'm gonna send you your money. They sent me $91 for 11, 12 months.
We should beat him up.
So sometimes it's just necessary.
Some shit, some people don't get to ask for.
Just necessary,
I agree.
bro.
Cause I ain't gonna sit here, because I just told you, I really did bring it up too. I was definitely happy about the Locks aggression and Jadakiss and all the aggression.
Right.
I hate to say that, but it was great to see aggressiveness and fuck you and fuck her at that
Right.
level. You know
But
what I'm saying?
but it's at a peaceful level. It's not gonna go
Nothing
further
happened.
than
Yeah,
Another thing we should.
I don't think it was
Right.
aggressive. I think it was just dominance.
that. Dominant.
Yeah, I think it was dominance, man. It was like Jada knew he had just a better delivery. He had better records to present, and they were just better prepared and packaged for that moment.
I
man.
hear that part, but when you snatching bandanas off and throwing them on the
So
floor.
that really happened?
That really
Did I ask you
happened.
that?
You didn't know that happened?
I don't like where.
That really
No, I
happened.
got confused.
I don't like.
Word.
So he took his hat off?
I don't like. I
It was
don't.
that. It was the bandana. He just
But
took it off
listen,
and threw it on.
y'all gotta stop that. Jewels
wasn't
can't
sure.
get penalized for that. He cannot get penalized for that.
Why?
My man in the crib yesterday, my little sister's boyfriend. This dude jumped up and was like, yo, if niggas fucking touch my flag, I would have knocked that nigga the fuck out. That I simply said that you don't belong on the stage. It's the verses. He took my shit off. What do y'all fucking want me to do? Snuff Styles P? It's
No, it was
hip-hop.
Jada.
Huh?
It was Jada.
It don't matter who
Jada
it was.
Yeah,
At
Jada
this
Kiss.
point of show business, at this
Right.
point of entertainment, we all, as fans, we all
Right.
gotta laugh.
Right.
But to put Jewels to the, and watch the fuck, to put Jewels to the streets, they're like, oh, you ain't do nothing else? And now you was calling Jewels, you pussy, niggas do your shit on the floor. Like, bro, you too involved in the WWF now. Jada Kiss, they smacked that man.
No, because it was like a family thing up there. You know
had
what I'm
to be
saying?
family.
Like it was, he laughed it off. Like these niggas crazy. You know what I mean?
I think, to me,
That's what I like. The camaraderie.
I like the lots.
Yeah, we
And
competitive,
It's a sparring match.
but we not taking it past no point. Like at one point, Styles P was pulling on camera on sneakers.
No, you see what happened before that?
Nah.
Cameron kicked him.
Yeah, I saw that.
All right, now,
Kick two.
Styles
Styles
P.
P.
I didn't see that.
There was a lot of crazy
Now, listen,
things going on
salute.
that stage.
Styles P pulled his leg though.
Salute to Styles P and Cam and everybody, but in a particular situation when somebody kicks somebody. Now,
In the chest.
in the chest, he kicked him in the chest. On Cam's side, if I was the person and Styles P is acting the way he acted, to the point where, hold up, Styles, come on, we put on the show, but I'm sitting over here, minding my fucking business. Now you taking your mic and then your leg might be on my shit, type shit, like you bugging. Split second, hush, no, son, stop playing, stop, back the fuck up. Now,
Yeah.
why commend Styles P on? And it also proves maybe why the Locks won. Because at the end of the day, to me, if I was me, I felt like I would have did the kick in the chest when I felt like, fuck that, I don't care no more. Back up, nigga. Like,
Yeah.
that's that split second fuck show before we
Right.
professional. But I commended Styles P because it's like, we're winning. I'll take a kick to the chest, killer.
No,
I'll take it right here.
Sheik,
It ain't nothing.
actually, Sheik stepped in and kind of like moved Styles out the way,
But
like, yo, go over there. You
But Styles P,
tripping.
when he moved him,
Right.
that's why he grabbed his leg and did that. It don't matter if
Right.
Cameron at the point they gonna say funny, don't back up. It
Right.
don't matter. When Styles P got pushed, Styles P said, oh, nigga, hip hop, nigga, what, nigga? Stop acting like a little bitch, you losing. Whatever the case may be,
Yeah.
that's gangster, and that needs to be seen too, because Styles P ain't taking personal.
Yeah.
I ain't taking personal, you're losing. You kicked me, but guess what? Styles P from the hood, he been kicked
That
before,
was
nigga.
crazy.
And Styles P was a bitch ass nigga. He took that personal. Right now he been uploading like, yo, Cameron kicked me yesterday. Like, at the end of the day, I like that. And we all need to see the maturity and like I understand that this is fun. When what's the name slapped this Jewels, guess what? As a creator, as a hip hop nigga, you gotta find something to do to Jada Kiss to get us going.
Right.
And the fans have to don't get caught up in WWE so much. You can't, I hate that, yo, son pussy, son. Like, yo, what do you want him to do at the
Right,
BET
exactly.
Awards?
Like,
yo? You
it's
want to
supposed to
stab
be-
somebody?
Right.
Like, this gangster rap, not gangster life, nigga. I'm a
Right.
show business. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just feel like we gotta let people entertain.
I think in certain circumstances, if it's, if it's love, then it's love. You know what I mean? You
Yeah.
don't mess up the professionalism. However, you do gotta kind of, it's kind of a thin line because you're a man first. You're not gonna let, like, if somebody was to do the wrong thing, like what, yo, or Jim Jones is talking shit to Styles and he just bow. You know what I mean? Like
Violation,
hit him with
though.
the little baby smack, bow. Like
That's violation.
that's a violation. You know what I mean? So
Violation.
you just gotta keep in mind, like, okay, we professionals, but we're not gonna take it too far. And I think it was a lot of love on that stage.
That's what I'm trying to tell
And
you.
that's why it was like that. It was a lot of love in the building.
What's
It was
line
crazy.
breakers for y'all? when y'all battle rap? Like what's generally like the line breakers was like, all right, nigga, you said what? You know, and it's like, okay, it's go.
Oh, something to say?
Yeah, say, do, whatever. What are the, I you know, I don't know enough about it.
There really shouldn't be a don't say this.
Because I know
but-
sometimes they get
but I
physical, they
think
start
morally-
fucking slapping each other's
I don't like
pockets.
that. That's why I'm battle rap. That's why. I
No,
can't
if
take that.
You take kind of a risk because you don't know certain things that might be attached to someone's strong personal feelings. I don't think you should play with those things. Like I'm never gonna get on stage and talk shit about somebody's dead homie or something like that. That's just not
Like
me.
with the Briz Rothstein murder
Yeah, but
movement,
nah. I was right there on the stage, and when that happened, I didn't take my eyes off of Moot because I knew,
He had to.
yeah, something happened to him. His whole demeanor just changed. Okay, now he's sitting down. Oh yeah, he's on the edge. So once Briz did the whole grabbing his arm or pushing him back, he was already at the edge. You already filled the glass up to the edge the minute you said something about his moms. So now he's just looking for a reason. You dig what I'm saying? So you just gotta be careful with that type of shit. You don't, you know, some battlers are cool with it, and some people are like, yo, I'm never gonna appreciate that. If my mother passed or whatever, and you know she just passed, you get up on stage and say that shit, like, bro, you just supposed to know better.
Have you ever battled somebody that they was talking shit to you and it was just wild disrespectful in your mind and you're like, yo, in real life I will fuck you up. Why you even going there with
Every
this shit?
battle.
I'm about to say that. You probably feel
Every
that.
single
Everything you
battle.
step in front of you feel like that.
Every single battle, I'm looking like, this is why you get to say this to me. You know what I mean? Like, it is what it is. But I'm not thinking, yo, I'm going to fuck you up. I'm thinking, I rap better than you. I got better bars than you.
Right.
I'm saying real shit. So you can stand there and make up all that bullshit that you saying to me, but I'm gonna turn around and I'm gonna say some shit that you're gonna be going to sleep tonight thinking about like, damn, yo, damn. Am I really like that? You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, do people know? You know what I'm saying? Like, that type of shit. That's what, everybody in battle rap disses you according to what they think is whack. And for me, I'm always going,
What do you mean by that?
My main angle is always gonna be like, yo, you're a fraud. Or, you know, you did some fucked up shit. Battling Charlie Clips. Yo, you know, Clips is not necessarily a street dude, but he got on stage and said some things about his father because it's rumored that his father told on somebody. But you're not from the streets, and that's your father. So why you doing it? Oh, you doing it for the crowd. So that was the breakdown for me. That's whack.
It's whack.
You're not street, but you're going at your pops like that, and he's doing life. How you think he feel about that? You know what I mean? Like,
Only a not street nigga would do that.
right.
Say
Exactly.
that.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, so that's when I'm battling somebody or I have a rapport with somebody. That's the type of shit that I would attack. The things that you're gonna sit up late in the night and be thinking about, like, yo, I need to call my dad. I need to send him a letter. I need to go see him. You know what I mean?
If you
That's
could go,
my
if you could
shit.
go back to the beginning of it, would you have still chose the battle rap route or continue to push forward as an artist?
I'd still choose the battle rap route. Cause we don't know where this is going.
It's big now, though.
Yeah, but we don't
I owe
know.
y'all an apology, me personally.
We don't know. I'll never be Melly Mel. You feel me? In hip hop. I'll never be Melly Mel. I'll never be a KRS-One.
I owe
You know
the
what I
battle
mean?
rap community an apology, bro.
Damn.
But in battle rap,
That was disrespectful. What do you mean in terms
I'm
of like
Melly
them being
Mel.
irrelevant?
Nigga.
Or
Yeah,
them,
I'm Melly Mel. Yeah. You feel me? Like
was cold.
I'm
That's cold?
I'm the dude
That's
that
cold. That was
made that shit.
disrespectful.
Melly
what
Mel
I'm
that
saying?
gangster though,
Respect
too.
your forefathers.
Melly Mel might
What
say
do you
something to
mean?
you.
No, he did respect him.
Melly
No,
Mel,
you don't get it.
I see that nigga
I
Bad
don't.
Diesel.
I'm saying,
He can't.
Oh, you're gonna be as great as
Achieve
what
them.
you
right,
Yeah.
Melly Mel's position in hip hop
Okay,
is
got you.
you're a founder.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean? My
Okay.
position in battle rap
Is a founder.
You're
Yeah,
a founder.
definitely.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I love it. I love it. For the versus shit, who does Jay-Z do a versus with?
No, we just talked about that yesterday. That's crazy.
I want to give a message to Jay-Z.
Nobody.
No, I
Nobody.
don't like that. I don't like that.
No,
I wanna
he does
give-
definitely.
I
have
wanna
a
give a
verse.
message to
Somebody
Jay-Z.
Definitely does.
Jay-Z,
Alive?
Yeah,
please, please,
Yeah, definitely.
do the verses.
Definitely.
Please do the verses.
With who?
No.
I don't
No.
give a fuck. Jay-Z, do the verses. Jay-Z, you represent the culture. Every
would've- it would've
fucking
been
body
good
has done the
Nas,
verses.
like you said.
If
Nas-
everybody
Nas
do it, it's
would've
not
been
Jay-Z's
good.
level, then fuck verses. It's of Jay-Z's level to do verses. Now, who's competition? Who knows? There's people like
But
T.I.
that's
who
the
want to do it.
question.
Nobody want to do it.
That's the question.
Nas.
Who does he do a versus
With Nas.
With Nas.
Absolutely.
If you did his generation,
Absolutely not.
Do it with
Nas.
Nas.
And I love Nas.
Nas.
if you did an overall career, LL Cool J.
He would destroy LL Cool J.
Absolutely.
Shout out to LL Cool
not.
J.
Absolutely.
Shout out
not.
to LL Cool J. I love LL Cool J.
Absolutely
He's
not.
my nigga.
Cool J.
Absolutely. Nobody
Jay-Z
agreeing with
would
you
kill LL
here
Cool
with
J.
that, bro. Yeah, absolutely not.
Yo, I love LL Cool J. I'm serious, man.
Absolutely
Yeah,
not.
no, hold on.
L-
Let's entertain
Jay-Z
this
does
Cool
not
J
kill
thing.
No way
LL.
on Tip. Tip gotta go against Lil Wayne, and
That's a-
Jay-Z and
that's a
Nas
good
gotta
one.
do their
Tip is
thing.
decent.
And Tip and Wayne is tight.
he don't kill
You know what I'm
L.
saying? Like, Wayne fuck with Tip and all that, but
People say Nas, and I respect that. But what about Kanye?
Maybe.
Maybe?
Nah.
That may be
Not
the
at
only
all.
one to make it at least somewhat competitive.
Not at all.
But
Yeah.
even
Not at all.
he doesn't have the volume.
Yeah, exactly. Not at all. Yeah, not at
that
all.
would just
Not
be
at
for
all.
that would be for another reason they did it.
I think Nas would probably be the best option.
If
He is the option.
in his generation,
Right.
if we looking at a volume of relevance
Yeah.
at
Relevant,
the time that they was relevant.
Right.
LL Cool J old records can't compete with Jay-Z.
But-
though.
But now,
Cool J.
but hold on, but now.
LL Cool J's old records cannot compete with Jay-Z's.
Like LL is battling like Drake.
DMX would
Right.
be.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like that, LL is on that level.
No.
Right.
If Drake did a versus, he could go against LL.
He can't do it.
Drake goes against Wayne.
Drake could physically rap
Nah,
with Jay-Z.
nah,
He could
not
rap with
Wayne.
the Taliban.
Yeah.
Don't have
He don't
enough
got enough
hits.
for verses with Jay-Z.
Who?
Wayne
Drake.
don't got enough hits.
You don't think Wayne got enough hits?
Nah.
I don't think look, first of all, we saw Dipset and the Locks. It ain't about hits. It's definitely not about hits. It's not about hits, son. It's not about hits.
I see LL Cool J perform.
Right,
I see Jay-Z perform.
right.
LL Cool J show is for women.
Yeah, that's a fact.
LL Cool
fact.
J took my bitch out the crowd before. My rich bitch that I love to death. I want to marry her. I'm in the
There you
fucking
go.
crowd like this, nigga.
There you go.
And I Need Love comes on.
Yeah.
Yo, before this happens,
There you go.
I'm LL Cool J out, nigga. I'm like, gonna pay this hip hop, you crazy? But when this part of the show started with LL Cool J,
Yeah.
I knew something was different. He come out with one rose, right?
Yeah.
Fucking hundreds. It's hundreds of bitches.
Right.
I'm saying,
That's it right
it's
there.
impossible he picked my bitch.
LL.
He came out with that fucking rose, right? So what's this nigga doing? And then this particular scene, he got his shirt off now too. Like Hulkamaniacs, you know, just saying, I'm in the front row. I started, I look at Shorty, I look, she about to do it like. It was so bugged out on her fucking face that L Cool J's like, who am I get this rose to, man? I knew for sure my bitch ain't think about that. I did it, I started eating my popcorn like, oh yeah, who the fuck are you gonna get a rose to, yo? And L Cool J, then I jump off the stage, he'd come to the bar like, you. Man, that nigga came and said, you, come up on stage with me. I said, what the fuck out of here? You ain't going on stage, yo. She's like, yes, I am. And my bitch got up. Imagine what you have to do. Imagine what you have to do to get on the L Cool J stage. Like, people had to help her. Da-da-da.
Right.
She got up there, and then he performed, I Need Love. No, He damn near humping my girl in the chair, flipping her around. He's like a stripper for her, so I don't know what the fuck. It was crazy. Yo, it got even more crazy.
He was doing stripper for.
This was a good one here.
It's damn near. My shorty sitting there like this, like El Cool J, and he like I said, he grabbed a chair one time, like, you know, do the old school hump joint. Like that's like, yo, get the fuck out of here. Now my shorty's a powerful girl at the time. Her family's powerful.
Right.
So I gotta fight to get backstage. I gotta see the cousin like, yo, shorty's just on stage, man. Come on, son. And niggas let me back there. When I got back there, you know what the fuck I seen?
What?
You'll never believe this, yo.
What?
And I had to sit there with her. My bitch is in L Cool J dressing room, bro. And L Cool J was like, yo. And he came in the room. I was like, yo, thanks for coming. And took his fucking, L Cool J had, not to be funny, it's like this big. Or the Kango he had was like, it was like this big, bro. I'll never forget that shit.
Yeah.
He took his fucking drippy wet, full-fledged 10-year performance show and put that shit on my bitch. Like, here. Yo, her hair was done and everything, and she put this fucking dripping wet bucket hat on with that shit coming down her face and sat there with that bucket hat from her. Yo, bro, that's the only time I ever wanted to go like this and smack that shit off her head. I had to sit there. Right there. I had to sit there like, as when I was young, though, I just sit there and I always looked at him like this. So this nigga put the bucket hat on my bitch head.
That's good, right?
Wow.
But respect to El Cool J, because I seen him.
Maybe Drake. That might be the only person.
Drake and
what I
Wayne.
just told you.
Drake and Wayne. I don't
I
think
just
Drake
told
and
you
Jay.
Drake.
I can't even give you
I just
Wayne.
told him
I
Drake.
give you Drake. I
I
can
just
give you
told him
Drake.
Drake.
I give you Drake maybe. Not even Wayne.
Drake?
Yeah.
Doesn't.
Drake.
Drake should not be in a battle of verses with Jay-Z. Drake is the best. Shout out to Drake. Shout out to his pops too. I love Drake and his family. Real talk.
At
But
the
with
time,
Hov?
he's the best at this
Consistency.
time.
I think it gotta be Nas.
Drake could be the
It
best.
just
But I'm
gotta
trying
be
to say right
Nas.
now,
It just gotta be
it
Nas.
has to be Nas. Because
Nas.
Jay-Z to me is like,
Wow.
he got too much years on
Because
Drake.
we just learned
Drake is
last
the best.
night.
Yeah.
It's
But
not
he should
about
get away with
hits,
Jay-Z.
bro.
At this time,
It's not
he's
about
definitely
hits.
the best.
It's about them
he
records
should get it
that
with
resonate and being an MC
No,
on that stage.
you know what? And it's so funny because I went into it. I'm saying I went into it and I told you the night before, and I was like, "Nah, Dipset got it because of the anthems." But what I realized was, I think my mind didn't process the amount of records, like dope records. May not be hits, but dope records that they had. You know, the Locks individually, collectively, they had some fucking hits, man.
Nas.
They had some records that resonated with us. And fuck the radio and this nightlife and the clubs. You know, go back to the Tunnel and Speed and all
We
that
talking
shit.
10, 15 records, Nas could do it.
I just want to mention one thing.
Nas could definitely do it, bro.
Before this shit go off, man.
And yes.
The best verses
Yes.
ever took place in New York City. I don't know who's gonna be next, but the best verses ever took place in New York City.
Facts.
You heard?
Definitely.
And if you was in a building, it was legendary.
Legendary.
And we bulldozed the front door. I ain't gonna say who, but yeah, we bulldozed the front door, and I feel like it go down in history. You heard? In good Locks fashion, man.
All right, so Matt, let's not let you off the hook. If there's a super battle that you haven't had yet with anybody on fucking earth, who would it be? That you haven't had yet. You can pick anybody.
It could be anybody?
Anybody. I mean, nigga, you battling Nicky Jams and Method Man now, so now you got people that's not even battle rappers and you battling. So if there's one more ultimate battle you can have with anybody, who would it be?
Find out next time on Dragon Ball Z. We out of here, man. Salute. We out.
This Hoffa, trapper turn smack rapper. Only smack rapper that you know is smack rappers. Got bars, I can hang with the backpackers. Trap star, I don't hang with the backpackers. I'm in the hood with the work, you heard. Making fiends leave earth, you heard. Got your baby mama thirst, you heard. Feel the flow, nigga, throw it in reverse. This the wave you need to surf, you heard. Told Jim I need a bomb I could drop on you niggas. Bad boy, I'm never gonna stop for you niggas. I don't give a fuck who you got is the illest. I solidify my spot with gorillas. Now I'm rock with you niggas.